Choose your fighter.
Fight!
Oh, fuck yeah.
No. You do an eclectic celebration of the dance. You do. But you keep it all inside.
What are you doing on computer? Go outside, so beautiful!
It's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Hello, loves. How are we doing today? Yo, so I was thanking you first, buddy. Appreciate you. Chris, it's good to see you, friend. Lux, why you gotta bug up your ass for Labubu's? Why is that? Let's unpack that, shall we? Why is it Labubu's are where you've drawn the line? A black graphic tee? Yeah. I think it's like one of the two that I own. Call me a friend. Because you are lovely. Why is it Labubu's? Is that the hill you're going to die on? I'm not particularly in the Labubu, like, wave. I don't own a Labubu. But why is that one? Is it because women like Labubu's? And you're a noted misogynist? Is it that, maybe? Could it be? Could it maybe? Carrie from Tyler's last night? Does Tyler also hate Labubu's? Like, women suck? That's why you're gay. That's why you're gay. Not because men are hot, it's because you despise women. I see you. I fucking... You should address that. Do therapy about that. I have a paradoxical relationship. I love a cheeky paradoxical relationship. The breasts and opinions? Dude, if you don't like opinions, I don't know why you're dating men. 8 out of 10 bad takes from our side. Let's be like let's be silly and play around with why we are the way we are, but let's not lose our view of the world here. Men are. Do you know men have opinions? Do you know men had ideas? And that's, I think, where most of the problem started. A man at one time was like, how about? And that's it. Because God or something. Because omnipotent, omniscient being also has a penis exclusively. I do have many opinions. Typical man. Typical man. I think it's... Whenever anyone rails against Labubu's, I'm like, where were you when pop vinyls came around? Where were you when Beanie Babies were on the floor? when there was a couple going through divorce and they were scrabbling on the court floor for which Beanie Babies they each got to keep in the divorce. Where was this fire? Where was this flame? This anti-commercial consumerism vibes, this rhetoric. Where was it? That Beanie Baby divorce? Honestly, one of the most haunting pictures in human history. Human history has had some peaks and it's had some troughs. It troughs deeper than some trenches. But that sure be one of them. That sure be one of them. Honey, your husband is gay. He's protecting his investments. They might be worth something one day. Honestly, I think it's things like Beanie Babies, which is why people go so feverish for Labubu's. People were told, oh, your Beanie Babies might be worth something one day. And then it's just the value of the people in that community 20 years down the line. And the communities aren't that big. And now the ripple effect is... Now we have Pokemon cards, and now we have Labubu's. Auschwitz, Vietnam, Beanie Baby courtroom. What's a more defining photo, Tiananmen Square or Beanie Baby courtroom? Also, Beanie Baby courtroom is 100% an Adult Swim TV show. No. I assume everything will be worthless to make yourself feel better. Smart. Smart. Phone card game pocket. Something you'll never get. Wait, card game pocket? What is card game pocket specifically? Is that like a digital version? Because there is the digital only one. I have heard of it. I've heard it's a thing. I never looked at it. Because I never really cared for playing the Pokemon card game. My issue with the Pokemon card game was there are not very many types, whereas the game has like twice as many types. Like in the card game, ghost, bug, flying, rock or ground aren't the thing. And it's like, I think dragon also isn't a thing. And it's like, okay. Is the mobile game. And again, it's just the cards. Wait, you can't play the game in the app? So it's just, you're collecting JPEGs. That's strange. That's very strange. That's pure nostalgia bait then. So, yeah, that's just nostalgia baiting then. Like, hey, you can have the collection from your childhood in your phone. It's like, you can play with people. Good. I would hope you can. Because I know digital TCG Pokemon has been a thing for a long time. Like, I remember I had a little mini CD of the Pokemon card game. It was trash, but it was there. What about the Pokemon one? I don't know. I saw that there was a digital card game, Pokemon card game collection app, and I assumed you could build your decks and play in the app. But Lux is saying it's just collecting. Do we do our own? Do we do what so many right-wing comments typically tell you to do when they're spreading misinformation? Go Google it. Should we Google it? Yo, 666, welcome, buddy. What are we Googling? Boobies? Googling boobies? Yo, Ross, how are you doing, buddy? You about that 6-song game? No, I've never heard of 6-song in my life. Is it? What is it? Is it a thing? Reduce motion, please. Regardless, just get the cards. Pokemon, like getting the cards of Pokemon is apparently a fucking nightmare at the moment. Catch this video. I don't want to watch a video. Just tell me what you do with this video. Build your dream deck of Pokemon TCG Pocket. Collecting guide. Scooter Springs. Community. Experience of collecting. You want to open 2 booster packs every day at no cost. You can collect digital cards featuring nostalgic artwork. It's not saying anything about playing. I don't know if you can play on this. That's crazy. Remember that one time you should appear on stream? Dude, those are the days. Those were the days, man. And Pokemon was a card game for children, not for adult men till at 6 AM, so they can sell them all to other adult men. Dude, it's crazy. The videos I've seen of adult grown-ass men buying up boxes and boxes and boxes of Pokemon cards, and it's like, this is a children's game. Like, by all means, be an adult collector. I collect the Final Fantasy trading card game. Like, by all means, be a collector. But, like, don't be a fucking flipper, man. Like, what is this? And the people that buy it as well, the people that are, like, making this profitable for those people to be at Costco at 6 AM buying pallets of Pokemon cards, it's like, motherfucker, let children have a childhood. Like, this is just, like, this is exactly why, this is just overmining. Like, this is crazy. I guess Pokemon aren't, like, the Game Freak company aren't going to do anything about this because all their products selling. Yo, Chomper, welcome, buddy.
Where's everyone going?
Basically, the internet today, Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and the eShop, all down. That's crazy. Got into tomorrow? Hell yeah, hope it goes well. You can play on this one? You can play on this one. Okay, they haven't mentioned it on the front page anywhere, though. Just buying cards out buying cards. All those card grading sites need to die. Yeah. Card grading is trash. The bad for the children who literally can't enjoy a hobby or have an aspect of childhood they enjoy. Yep. 404k players on Steam. Cool, okay. Popular game is popular. Got a new interview in 1 minute. Hell yeah. Tell him you'll do anything for a paycheck. And start unzipping something. It doesn't have to be anything you're wearing. Just start unzipping something. It's the sound. It's like a Pavlovian response. I'll do everything. Unzips fanny pack, you know? Pulls out Pokemon cards. Legit, it's so weird. Maybe they want the collection to be the focus. I feel like they probably want the collection to be the focus. That's what people want. Vintage the original. I've never played original Hollow Knight. And the people are the people going crazy for Silksong. I hope it's good for him. But I have a very big worry that that game is not going to be what they want or what they think they want. And people are going to crash the fuck out on Silksong. It's going to be all the best to Team Cherry. All the best. I don't know. We've had this chat. Yeah, we've had this chat. But Triple Six apparently wasn't there for it. Triple Six is a fake fan. McDonald's Japan had to stop giving cards out with Happy Meals. Yes, yeah. Yeah, the reselling. Like, this is the thing. People get upset about Labubu's. Get upset about this. This is what we should be upset about. Is the Pokemon cards being, like, demolished by people who make reselling their entire personality. And they think it's a legitimate business they're in. You know? You show me, like, a career, like, reseller that's doing shit like that, I'll show you, like, a failed human being. Yeah, that's why I'm here today to promote lesser-known card games that no one actually gives a shit about. Have you heard of the Final Fantasy TCG? Nobody gives a fuck about that game. That game is dead. But they're still making it, which is crazy. When Shadow could buy, get so many things. That's because, like, the engine of selling your nostalgia to you hadn't been perfected yet. So millennials and younger are subject to this cyclical reselling and repackaging of the things we liked as a kid. In that sort of, like, remember when you were happy, when you were a child and you were happy? Buy it again. Have it again. Do more. You've got adult money now. You can buy so many. Remember when you couldn't get every Bionicle as a child? Now you can because you've got adult money. Go out and buy, and we've made an extra special gold Bionicle. So now you can get that for double the price. And if you buy 3 of them, one of them might have a code to have an app that you can put on your phone and get a background. So you can wear that as a badge of honor. So everyone else will know that you really like Bionicles. And that's the hellscape that we're in, and that's the hellscape that's created this. Not this, but like the reselling shit. And it's very, very sad. I've seen people crash out because the game stores went down. It's bad. Oh boy. And there's gonna be some fucking people are gonna act fucking cringe about Silksong. Dude, I'm calling it right. I was calling it yesterday. Bionicle was a shit. When I said this slander, Bionicle was fantastic. But you best believe there's someone out there willing to, like, strong arm you into, like, paying £200 for a Bionicle that was originally £7. 100% that's out there. Again, it's capitalism. It's late stage capitalism. This is like, I feel like I have a buddy of mine is into card game collecting, but like he'll buy one box from a retailer like every 6 months. And that's it. And I think there is, was it Cardfight Vanguard? The Cardfight Vanguard rarities. So Cardfight Vanguard has some fucking stupid rarities. Have you seen this shit? So we have common, rare, no uncommon, straight to rare, over double rare, triple rare. It's the same inflation that Devil May Cry went through. You got an S rank combo, but now you can get triple S rank combos, and it's more specialer. So it's the same shit. Then you've got SP, which is special, H, which is holo. Triple rare cards aren't even holographic. That's a separate thing. Dress secret rare, silver rare, frame rare, double frame rare. Why does it sound like a steak? I'd like my steak triple rare, please. Thank you very much. How fucking stupid is that? How little sense does any of this make? So, like, Cardfight Vanguard is not even, like, the, it is not even the worst. Like, Pokemon is not the worst one out there. Cardfight Vanguard is one of the fucking worst. I remember, for some reason I remember there was, like, a generation rare as well, which was, if you bought a Gravity Feed, or a box of, so if you bought, like, a display case like this, something that should be on shelves in the shop. If you bought one wholesale, you would get a generation rare card, which is one card on the top in its own little foil thing that is not for general release. So they're encouraging people to buy boxes and boxes and boxes, not 1 or 2 packs. Craig, what are we doing here? What are we actually fucking doing? Double frame resting? We sell food here? Have I pulled an ultra rare steak? So yeah, like trading card games are, man, they're in a rough spot. They're in a really tough spot, and I think it's a shame that we haven't moved wholesale onto living card games. Living card games are different in that everyone buys the same box, everyone works with the same tools. Everyone knows exactly what the pool has to offer. And everyone's on even kilter. Everything about card games is the rarity which breaks the game, or the cards that are so broken they're banned from being used. Yeah. That is always funny. Like, they printed this and they go, yeah, we're not using that anymore. That's brutal. Used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day, but I quit like 20 years ago. I've heard Yu-Gi-Oh's crazy as well. Like, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is kind of nuts with its like rarities and sets and what is legal and what isn't legal, and starting that up today is a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, I do like opening booster packs, and I have done it on stream before, but like, you gotta be so careful with which game you're playing these days. Bakugan? Was Bakugan a card game, or was that like little robots? Oh yeah, it had like the little like marbles or whatever, wasn't it? Yeah, this is what I remember from Bakugan. Was you had little figures. Was there cards alongside it? Bakugan, I think I missed the boat on Bakugan. Black Lotus for card. Yeah, Black Lotus was crazy. It's Black Lotus is 100% a prestige item now. Like, it's not playable. You frame that and put it on your wall. There were cards with the figures. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I can see there's space for cards on the deck, on the board. See, this was like, I remember Beyblades more than anything. I think Beyblades are still a thing, but they're so overcomplicated now that they're a bit crazy. Like, OG Beyblades were, like, surprisingly simple. Like, even that's like newer stuff. The card was the Bakugan special ability. Oh, so you didn't play with a deck. You had like 1 or 2 cards. See, I remember these where it was like 3 bits of plastic, a metal ring, and then stickies. And now they're like all these like crazy looking things. Like my eyes can't read this. I don't know what I'm looking at. Is that Iron Man in a tornado? I'm not sure. Just like those cards you've seen is £4,000. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. What else was there? Was there... Because, like, all these, like, animes that were made to sell toys to kids. So you had things like Pokemon, you had things like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Beyblade, Metabots never really had much of a card game or a battle system. There was video games, but, like... Metabots was never, like, to sell the card game, you know? Cardfight Vanguard's a weird one. Because in the game, they're... In the anime of Cardfight Vanguard, they're just playing a card game. It's like Season 5 when, like, aliens come to Earth and go, oh, by the way, that card game you've been playing, it's all real. And then it's like, oh, okay. But 4 seasons of this guy's just hanging out at a card game shop. At his local, like, comic book store. Like, it's really strange. Like, episode 1, they're like, imagine this is all real. And they're like, oh, in the show, they're still going, imagine it's real, when it could just be real. It's a cartoon. In Pokemon, they're going, imagine Pokemon was real. It's like, you sure? And they make a card game known series with the cards of screenshots in the series. I've played a couple like that. So there was Marvel Dice Masters. Marvel Dice Masters was a very, very fun system, but was very much a budget product. And like all of the art on these cards are from comic covers or panels in comics. Like there were existing artwork. There was very, very little original art made for these cards. And that's pretty much, I think if you saw the D&D one, the D&D Dice Masters, like a lot of this was stuff that was from the Player's Handbook, or like the Dungeon Master's Guide or stuff like that. It was existing D&D artwork that they repurposed. And it always made the game always look very, very budget. Very rarely you'd get one like that where it's like, I think that might have been for that card because it was like a prize. Song Widget's broken? Man, that shit's always busted. We need a new one. This one doesn't work anymore. Shit's fucked. Apparently studio mode doesn't want to work. There we go. Where is it? That one. That might work now. If it doesn't, whatever. This is Lucky. Daft Punk, Pharrell Williams, and Nile Rodgers actually. Yeah, there was also was it Star Trek Attack Wing? I played this game as well. This game was really, really good fun. It was a miniatures-based like fleet command game. And you would have cards for all your ship's abilities and things like that, and they would all be screenshots from the TV show. Like, you put a tractor beam on your ship, and it's a screenshot from one of the shows where a tractor beam was being used. Or when photon torpedoes were being used. But, like, you could have photon torpedoes from one set, or photon torpedoes from another set, or photon torpedoes from that set. And like loads of shit. It was really, really fun. And you would, so you would have a dial for movement. So each ship was capable of like specifically different like maneuvers, like banking left and right, different like speeds forward, things like that. And you would have to declare what your ship's gonna do ahead of time, and then you resolve your ships in an order, and you don't always know what the order's gonna be. So you could end up with ships colliding in space, or people outmaneuvering weapon arcs and things like that. It was very, very fun. I'm gonna see if there's like a good picture of like the dial. That there. So you'd spin it around, and each there'd be like a clock face of different maneuvers. So you, whichever one its face was like showing, put it face down. You have to like sort of set it before anyone knows what anyone's doing. It's good fun. A StarCraft board game, but the rules were so complicated. I have no idea how to play it. That's brutal. This was like surprisingly easy. But then, like, the base concept was very easy, but then the amount of, like, rules and abilities that you could put on your ships got crazy. I ran a independent fleet, rather than, like a Federation or Klingon or whatever fleet, where, it was all, like, the villain captains I had on my ship, and, like, crew members, and their special abilities were, like, sacrifice a crew member, like an upgrade, to get one more attack dice. So I'd be like, okay, cool. So I have a bunch of, like, very cheap upgrades, and I'm going to burn them all to get, like, 20 dice. And that ship, I swear to God, is going to fucking die. Or Lady Luck actually hates me. They actually fucking hate me. Some games are really confusing sometimes. They can be, yeah. I think it's... You can tell a lot about the way a game will introduce itself. And, like... this game had a base pack, or like a core set, which you really need, because that's what came with like all the movement trays, like all your tokens, your dice and stuff. And the ships that came in that box were the most simple ships to use. The additional ships that you could go and then buy separately were more complex, but they were all optional extras. The game worked in this box, and these ships were much, much simpler. And I think whenever you see a game that's like... It also goes on, like, the person teaching you. I've had game demos from people where it's like, okay, yeah, so on your turn you play a card, okay, that's your turn over. Okay, my turn, I'm going to play this card, which means I activate this and this and this. I'm going to play this token out, put this token here, I'm going to roll this dice, which means I get a 5, which means you're dead. I'm like, right, I've gone a little bit cross-eyed. And I think there's a lot of it to, like, whoever's teaching you stuff can make or break a game. If you get someone who's shit at tutorializing people, you can like, demolish someone's interest in a game. Like, pretty severely. I've ran games of D&D where people have been really apprehensive to, like, join and play. They've gone like, oh, I tried it a couple of years ago, and like it was really overwhelming and complicated. I had no idea. I just had like spells, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, you had a bad teacher. Come play a game with us. We'll take it slow. Have a simpler character. Everything will be explained. We'll go very slowly. Like, combat will be simple. You're not facing an ancient dragon or some shit like day one. We're not doing that to you. And they've come out the end of it going like, oh, I get it, this is amazing. And it's so often you get people who don't know how to tell... You don't know how to teach, you know? And it's very, very sad. Very sad. I'm just thinking of, like, other, like, collectible games that I've played in the past. There was Star Wars Destiny I played. Star Wars Destiny was very good fun. Had big, chunky, clacky dice. It was very, very fun. I liked it a lot. And this actually had like entirely bespoke artwork. Like all the artwork for these was all painted for the game, which made it look just. Then that's the difference between companies like Fantasy Flight and WizKids. WizKids is a very... They have a lot of good games to them, but they're very budget. Fantasy Flight are just that they go a little bit above and beyond. Everything usually has a lot of artwork to it. It's usually all like very bespoke stuff. God, it was not consistent at all. That could be something like WizKids, where because they've taken artwork from different places, it looks all over the place. Like if I show you, go back to Dice Masters. Have a look at let's look at a couple of pictures of some Dice Masters cards. And these are like, yeah, it's all comic book art, but these are all from very different artists and very different times. Is it gonna... Nope. So like you see, like this is like a very painted thing. This is like a comic book illustration. Like this is from the same set. Doesn't look like it, does it? And that's because this was made for something else. This was made for something else as well. And like that's the kind of shit you run into with a lot of WizKid stuff. Like the base game's good, but you can have some fuck ugly cards, or like there's no like unity to a deck. It's like you have like some like almost like realistic style painterly stuff, some illustratory stuff, and then you've got like a screenshot from a video game. Excuse me. It's one of my biggest issues with the Final Fantasy card game. The Final Fantasy card game has a lot of shit that's just screenshots from the video games, and you can just tell this is cheap. Like that's concept art. It's great concept art, but it's concept art. You get some like original art where it's like, okay, that gets a pass from me because like that's like original classic art. This is a love letter. This is trying to be a love letter to the OG stuff. And then like weird little like prints from promotional materials, screen grabs from cutscenes, quite a lot. Let's have a look and see if there's one from like just like a screenshot from a video game. That's I think from the remake. That's a screenshot I believe from Advent Children. So it's like, okay, you're not selling a new game, you're selling the nostalgia, you know? And like, as someone who's like bought a lot of Final Fantasy cards, I fully know that this game could be a lot better. And then you get things like, again, screenshot from a fucking PS1 game. Like, what are we doing here? It's very... So you could have, like, the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy set, where it's, like, it's all original artwork. This looks so much better. Has to fit the theme of the cards. If you see a screenshot based on art, you don't want the cards, right? I think it's honestly, it's a budgeting thing, and it's a reliance on nostalgia or already knowing the subject matter. Where it's like you hire an artist for some of the tentpole cards of the set, your rares, your holographics, the ones that go on the front of the box. Those will get fresh illustrations, The rest of them, they get cheaper artwork that they've repurposed from somewhere else. And like on a budgeting side, I kind of get it. I understand why they do that. Does it feel good? No. But do I get it? Sure. And then you see things like Magic the Gathering, where I think what we see with Magic the Gathering seems to be, especially like these like Otherworld sets or whatever they're calling them, where it's like the Fallout set, the Assassin's Creed set, the Final Fantasy set. You're seeing reprints of cards in terms of like what the rules do. So they're not new cards in terms of what the abilities are and things like that. It's Final Fantasy dressings of existing cards. Sometimes is what I've seen. There's like some cards that are being like renamed basically. But what they do is, to Magic the Gathering's credit, it's all original artwork from what I've seen. I've not seen any I've not seen any other like repurposed artwork before. They're doing AI now, are they? Really? Are they really? They sent private hire against a man because it says someone's car by accident. Oh no, I remember that. They sent the fucking Pinkertons to a YouTuber's house. Yeah, he got a set too early, and rather than just asking for it back, they sent a security company that is literally the Pinkertons. They've been rebranded because obviously the Pinkertons weren't too popular to that guy's house, and it's like that's actually crazy. That's actually nut job behavior. Like, I don't know who made that decision, but someone told someone to make that phone call, and was like, "Yeah, just call the security firm, and they'll go out and handle it." It's like, you know who you send that to. There's no, it wasn't stolen. It wasn't stolen. It was just sent. Yeah, it was sent early. Yeah. Arena, the company sent some other person something by accident, and the responses are bad and released the thing early. Yeah, that's either it's I say like, hey, you got that early. By all means, make a video about it, talk about it. Please don't relate. Like, there will be an embargo on this until a certain date. Then you can start talking about it. So usually, you can't break this stuff early in a very public way, because then the company will never talk to you ever again. It's like review embargoes for like video games. Like, this shit happens for like comics, for movies, for trading card games, for anything where there's like a release date that like you don't want people to like necessarily know ahead of time everything that's in the box. You want some sort of like event around the discovery of everyone finding out at the same time. So they'll be like, yeah, you can open that pack of cards. You can't post it on YouTube though until this date. If you do, we'll send a takedown notice and we'll never talk to you ever again. So if you're like a Magic the Gathering YouTuber, good luck not having the support of the company ever again. You know? So like, it usually does a pretty good job of being like, people will go, alright, I won't post anything. Because if you do, you're fucked. And like, I know Wizards of the Coast are up on that shit, because I know there's a couple of local venues that they are not allowed to run Magic the Gathering tournaments. Like, they have been disbarred by Wizards of the Coast because of the venue that they are. So there's a local, like, miniatures and wargaming club store that is also a bar. Like, in the evening, it's like a rock pub. In the day, they put all the tables away, have some shelves out, and have loads of table space for people to play war games like 40k and War Machine, things like that. Wizards of the Coast said, yeah, we will never give you tournament packs because A, you sell alcohol, and B, during race week, you had strippers on the premises. You actually had like a traveling stripper company hosted at your venue. Wizards of the Coast claimed to be a family-friendly company because you've done all that stuff on your premises. Doesn't matter that it's not happening at the same time. There is no bleed over, but because you've done it, you're never gonna get like tournament packs and things like that. And that's how they operate. So like, people are generally good at going like, okay, if you want the support, we have to play ball. We have to play ball. Oh, Wizards of the Coast are fucking scumbags. Oh yeah, they're absolutely disgusting. They're really mask off terrible as well. It's kind of funny. It's absolutely baffling how they cut about. Being so like, oh no, we're gonna make the most disgusting choices around our properties towards our customers. And it's like, okay, interesting. They're perpetually upset that D&D is doing so well, but they can't fully monetize people's imaginations, which is what Dungeons and Dragons is. It's an imagination game. Like the rules of the book are like 30% of why you're at the table. The rest of it is telling stories and having character moments and having silly things happen organically with your friends, which you cannot package that. So they fucking, it keeps them up at night. It really does keep them up at night. And they've gone on record saying that like, oh, we need to figure out a way of better monetizing Dungeons and Dragons because of how popular it is and how beloved it is. They're not making enough money. They're making money, but they're not making enough money. The wife of the YouTuber tried to close the door, but they prevented her, which doesn't have good implications at all. Oh, absolutely. I think, I can't remember what the company's called, but they have a couple of outstanding wrongful death suits against them currently. As Pinkerton Consulting Investigations in a Swedish security company, Securitas AB. Yo, like, no, welcome, buddy. Best monetization of D&D was Baldur's Gate. I mean, you say that. Baldur's Gate was incredible. But D&D as a base product has sold fucking nuts numbers. It has done so well. Because if you think about this, like, since 5th edition, which is what? Maybe 10 years old now? We had no, what do you call it? Critical Role. We had no D&D movie with Chris Pine or whatever his name is. We had no, like, the D&D video games, like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, were PC exclusive games that, like, were cult hits and not mainstream by any stretch. Like, D&D was still regarded as that thing that, like, you do in your bedroom in your parents' house because you can't go out and make friends. In spite of the fact that it is actually an inherently very social game. But it had that stigma, and, like, the whole turning point, 5th edition, was crazy. Seeing that go down was nuts. It's amazing to see how many organizations, private security, literal cops have no accountability. None at all. None at all. But yeah, they now serve as, operate as Securitas Critical Infrastructure Services. They are the Pinkertons. And they have a couple of wrongful death suits that are active against them. Or at least they were at the time of that story about the Magic the Gathering YouTuber broke. You just like 10 more grey hairs? Hey man, enjoy your grey hairs. I'm getting grey hairs. I got like 5 sprouting in my beard now. It's going. I'm loving it. I'm excited. I think my beard's gonna go salt and pepper. I was kind of hoping for like a couple like badger stripes or something, but nah, I think it's gonna be salty peppy. I mean, I can't wait for it to happen. But yeah, D&D, like the story of D&D pre and post 5th edition is genuinely night and day. The way that D&D caught on, the way that like it really blew up in such a way of like it's a weird one, like all these, I remember like a lot of people in Hollywood especially, like all these actors going like, oh yeah, like I play D&D. Of course they do. They're actors. They're theater kids. Like they get to sit down with a group of people and just do improv all night. Of course they're doing that. Of course they're all playing D&D. And then 5th edition comes out, it starts getting big. It's in Stranger Things. Like, Critical Role is becoming a thing. And then all of you like, I think Willem Dafoe was like, yeah, I've been playing for years. You don't talk about it because no one wants to hear about it. But now people like it. People want to hear about it. So we'll talk about it. It's crazy. It's like... And does it really surprise anyone that, like, actors are playing the improv game? It's like, it's free experience. It's free, like, I want to pretend to be this character. I want to get some practice in. And you get to sit down in your own home and do it? Crazy. The amount of things considered nerdy when I was a child that not everyone is, like, playing them. Well, here's the thing, right? A lot of things that were nerdy tend to just get more and more accepted as things go. And we've seen this beyond just what's nerdy. Like, you go back 100 years, and there's, like, people going to the films and going to see the talkies, like, was, like, a niche thing. And then they get bigger and bigger, and more money's going into them. And it's like, that's just how that goes. It is crazy to see. But I think that's a good trajectory. I'm very much for, like, I'm glad more people now are enjoying the niche nerdy shit that we enjoyed when we were children. And a lot of it is we have grown up liking these things, and especially the younger side of Gen X, millennials, and younger are growing up and realizing we don't have to like put down the things we liked as a child. We can still like Saturday morning cartoons. We can still like video games and comics and the games that we played as children, as well as have a job, be a parent, pay our taxes. Like, we can be an adult and also like these things. It's not one or the other. I think that, like, we're now seeing what that truly does. In that now there are people who grew up like that, and they now have kids who are in their teens as well. And it's like, so there are now teenagers growing up with all that. That's what their parents were into. So it's so much more quickly destigmatized because it's so visible. And I think it's great. I think it's really, really cool. I go to conventions to see actors play D&D live. It's a good show, right? Isn't that crazy? I love that happens. My type of belief about things, if it doesn't harm any way, it's okay. And people who call it cringe, I'm just like, is it hurting anyone? Yeah, exactly. It's the thing. Gatekeeping is only valuable in terms of things like conservation, where so much footfall would destroy the natural habitat of some creatures, or like will destroy nature. That's it. Like, more people liking Pokemon or D&D or video games or Star Trek or anything like that is not a bad thing. Like, the old media that we always had is still there. The new media that we're going to get will at the very least be bigger budget. We're probably going to get more of it. And it's like, do you not want more of the thing? Do you not want more of the thing that you like? That's how it has to happen. What happens when something has a closed audience, it's dying. It's straight up dying. Like, because people will fade away, people die. Like, the audience will only ever get smaller and smaller. The returns will be diminishing and more diminishing and diminishing. No one's going to want to put anything into production with it, so you don't get anything new. So it's like, what is the alternative other than cheering something on to flourish, you know? It's why when anyone goes like, oh, the normies ruined this or that, it's like, no, the normies are the reason why it's still around. Are you kidding me? I say this around with like the fighting game community quite a lot, of like people who are into fighting games, who learn combos, who go online and like will actually duke out another person, are in the vast minority. Casuals carry fighting games in terms of products being profitable. Like, people like me, casuals, who play arcade mode, will play the story mode. Well, I will maybe play like 10 matches online if a trophy requires me to. But other than that, I'm not taking these games online. We do that And we're the ones that are basically funding the game. Because the weight of, like, numbers, basically, of, like, for every 1,000 people you see online, there's 10,000 offline that bought it, played it for 6 hours, or, like, 20 hours offline, bust out on a Friday night with their friends every now and again, and that's it. So, like, the normies fund everything. And I feel like fandoms don't like admitting that. It's why, with things like Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 16 doesn't particularly appeal to me. I was not chomping at the bit for it. But when people say, oh, Final Fantasy's dead to me because of Final Fantasy 16, I'm like, you do realize, because of games like Final Fantasy 15 and 16, that's what allowed us to get the pixel remasters. It's what's allowing us to get the Final Fantasy Tactics re-release. Like, without those big budget games that the normies like, the casuals like, we don't get any of the other shit that you know you like. And that's just like, there's very little discussion around that because it's just money. Like, all these things that we love are products to these companies. Like, the board of directors see product, not endearing IPs. And if it's not selling, they're not going to make it. They're going to find something else. Or they're going to re-engineer it into something that's unrecognizable. So when people, so whenever someone's like, oh, I fucking hated Final Fantasy 16, like, it killed the franchise for me, I'm always like, eyebrow raised. Okay. Okay. You can't see 5 foot in front of your face. I'm excited to see going to do with a new Pokemon game that releases in a couple months. Oh, is it Legends Arceus? Is it Legends Arceus? Yo, here, what's good, buddy? You're the Final Fantasy team gone. I just want my Square Enix NFTs. There's a real fan. That's a real fan right there. I want my Zidane and Tidus kissing NFT for £4,000. That would be dead to you when it gets to 30, because how am I meant to explain the numerals to people? For Final Fantasy XXX, either it's gonna have Vin Diesel in it, or it's gonna have full penetrative sex. There's no way Final Fantasy 30 is not gonna be a full-on porn game. Like, if it is, cowards. Cowards. I don't think we'll... I would be surprised if we live to see Final Fantasy 25. I'd be very surprised. Because what was the date between... How long was it between 15 and 16? I forget. We looked at this the other day, actually. So 15 was 2016, 16 was 2023. So what's that, 7 years? 7 years. And it's probably only going to get longer and longer. F9 was nostalgia bait, as I remember. Really? How do you mean? Or was it? Oh, do you mean like because it was back to like fantasy rather than like a sci-fi than like a sci-fi or like a steampunk or like a diesel punk rather setting. Is that what it kind of was? Mean-spirited way to look at it. See, I'm curious of what you mean by nostalgia bait. Because like I know like what 6, 7, and 8 were very much like we're moving into like Magitech sci-fi in a mean way. Bait's gonna imply. Bait's usually it's rare you see nostalgia bait in a positive sense. So you're saying FF9 was meant to be a nostalgic hit? Is it fair to say that? So, like, I think nostalgia should have been, it was there to garner nostalgia. A rage bait is not in good faith to bait. Yeah, bait's usually... Or gay bait. True. Okay, that's fair. Okay, that's fine. I can see that, where it's... You had, what, when did 6 come out? When did 6 come out? So 1994 to 97, 90 to 2000. So you had 6 years, roughly, of... or, you know, technically 5, so what, 992. So you had almost 8 years of the games getting more and more sciencey, technologically advanced in setting. And then 9 was like, okay, we're going back to pure fucking knights, swords. It's medieval fantasy again. I can see that. I can see that. It's not something that they've gone back to until I would tentatively say 16. I shouldn't use the word bait for things I don't pause about. Unless you're into fishing. Unless you're into fishing, bait's fine. Yo, Sandwich, what's good, buddy? Time to 100% Final Fantasy 14. You know it, baby. I will do one day. I think in December I'm going to start playing 14 again. We're going to try and do Endwalker. If we can do Endwalker and maybe Dawn Trail, I'll be very happy in December. Because it's medieval fantasy, it's actually really, really not in a lot of ways. How do you mean? I mean, it does have, like, airships are, like, very... There are technology that's not very medieval, but it's definitely, like, sold well in a fantasy environment. 6 is my favorite because of that blend of magic and tech. It crosses the boundaries. Yeah. So, I'm excited to get... I've never played 6. Yo, Coney, what's good, buddy?
Fuck off.
No Man's Sky?
Adorn me, Beardo.
True. No Man's Sky is a real rags to riches kind of like game. They play 6? No, never. Thank you for being second, Coney. Everyone else is slacking. It's the best. I've heard it's the best. People rave about 6. I've never, ever, ever, never once played it. And it's not through, like, I don't want to. It's just I never owned it. Cyberpunk as well? Yes. People, like, the revisionist history on Cyberpunk in particular has been fascinating to watch. Cyberpunk was literally on fire. And now people are like, it's the greatest game ever. It's like, it is now, sure. Maybe I could, like, if you really like it now on release. There are people with some, there are people with a lot of issues with that game. Had any issues? Had the Naked Roof Man? The Naked Roof Man's a feature, not a bug. Living Clone Weapon Army are a bit of a quote for 50s, 100s Europe, and the spaceships, and the space, and the other planets, and the Ark. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like that a lot of that in like JRPGs is very much like, oh, and now we're going into the Matrix. Where it's like, the world you thought you inhabited is actually so much smaller, and you will never return to it. You are now a spacefaring party. You're now adventuring amongst the stars. It's a known quirk of JRPGs. Of now fight God, and God's an alien. But that's mostly fine. That's kind of why we like these games, I think. That's what came. Need to put another layer of lacquer. Ooh. Happy lacquering, man. What is technology but a higher tier magic? I think so. Take it easy, buddy. Have a good one, yeah? Don't get lacquer on the floor, man. We don't silicon to dream with electricity. That can't be your line. You read that somewhere. You read that somewhere. Where'd you get that from? Make a lot of trophies. Tomorrow's update, dude. Have you seen 75% It's there. And I'm going to crunch that down to like... I reckon it'll get to like 4.6. 74.6, I reckon it'll go. Right, should we go play some video game now that the ads are over? Should we do it? Should we actually play some of these fucking dingus video games? Stop me, yeah, congrats. Hey, thank you, man. Honestly, I'm still over the moon with how much I liked Fist. That game was way better than I thought it was gonna be. It really, really was. And such a chill time as well. Right, now to play the fun game of where the fuck should I put my camera in this game? In this video game. Up here, maybe? I don't know, it's Metroidvania. That was about all I knew, but I think it's... The combat's very full on. It's very full on. It feels how I imagine games like Hollow Knight are. Like there's a difficulty curve to that game. Those last couple of bosses are intense. It's kind of a shame that like there's only a couple of bosses at that level. And like it definitely has like combos, which is really interesting. Option configuration, font style, classic, always. That's all fine. How is the volume for you guys? Obviously, new game, new volumes. Unfortunately, bad marketing, didn't hit the right eyes. Yeah, I had no idea Fist existed until Gab put it on my backlog, and like it was. I think it's another game out of China, out of Shanghai specifically. And I think it just came out before the wave of Chinese games that we're getting now, like Black Myth Wukong and like Wuchang Fallen Dynasty and things like that, where we're getting like a lot of these games, and like the Chinese development market is like really firing on all cylinders. It feels like it just kind of came out a little bit before that, whereas like if it came out now and had that sort of like, oh, it's coming out, it's like some people are looking in that direction, I think it would have gotten a bit more traction. Does that make sense? Final Fantasy 5? Yeah, man. I've not played this game since I was a wee baby boy, and I don't know if I ever beat it. I don't know if I ever actually probably beat this. Which version? This is the Pixel Remaster. I would have played it on PS1. So it wouldn't have looked super different to this. I never had a NES or a SNES, so all the classic Final Fantasies that I played were on PS1. I think in my childhood I played 1, 2, and 5. Lena, okay. Father! Do you really have to go? You know I do, dear. I need to protect you. Oh, under no circumstances are you to follow me. Do you understand? King Tycoon, okay. But father. We've got auto-scroll on text, so interesting. Something's wrong with the wind. I've got terrible wind. I must go to the wind shrine to make certain nothing's happened to the crystal. Maybe we should put like a phone there? Yes. I've noticed it a while. But no, don't worry. I'll be fine. Have faith. It's going to be interesting if there is like constant auto-scroll on the text here. Which is my farts, chill. That's what I'm saying. I emulated every class of Fantasy because I didn't own the NES or SNES too. Honestly, fair. I never got into emulators until like maybe like the past like 3 years. And even then, very little. But I have, I don't like PC emulators while streaming. It feels like it's spinning too many plates. But I have the RetroArch on my PS3 now, so most emulation is going to be done through that. If I need to. The wind just stopped. Well, great. I've got to hurry. Do you, buddy? The wind stopped. Father! Everything, every song game now. Got it working all the way up to 06. 06 was 360 PS3, wasn't it? So that's where emulation really starts to... What in blazes? It really starts to struggle. Do you own a 360 or a PS3? Because when I played it, I just bought it on PS3. It was like 50p. And like with the SSS around. Chris's baby boy. So yet again, the crystals are completely gefucked. Do we call him Barts or Butts in this game? You remember when we played Sonic 06? That was a special time. Oh. God damn. Crystals and meteors. It's a Final Fantasy game, alright. Inlay Dragon Garden MGS4 in the past, so I figured it would work fine, but I had to down patch to get Sonic 06. Really? I was looking at Sonic 06 is such a shithole product. What have they ever done for us? That I'm beginning to think that maybe we should like not rely on them so much. All right, sure. Let's have a look at configuration. Battle mode, wait. Battle speed normal. Battle mode is normal because memory off. Default speed walk. Optimal. Control settings. Okay. Boosts all the way, because without the boost, this game becomes 60 hours. I'm not doing that. I'm surprised the game has auto scrolling text in terms of cutscenes. You doing 360 PSD with the Gathering Dust? You should do bust them out, man. Righty. Two goblins. Where are we off to? Find that meteor. The Tycoon Meteorite. Boka, wait here, okay? He's made me like Endwalker a bit. Wait, really? Does Endwalker kind of like come into the narrative like maybe the crystals are the problems? Uh oh, girl nappers. Whack 'em. Oh, okay, we literally cannot lose this. I've always had it in the back of my mind to not completely trust the omniscient glowing blue crystal that gives you powers beyond our understanding to complete specific goals. But I'm having so much fun lighting goblins on fire. It's really difficult to like shirk them off, but yeah, the crystals, I won't trust them. Tony phone call into an hour long Gabfest. Hell yeah, I love me a cheeky Gabfest. It went well, but now I'm gonna Go in the shop to be like, can you get us cornetto, please? Thank you, babes. Hey, you all right? Yes, I believe so. I give you my thanks. My name is Lena, and you are... Me? Me? Set a name for the characters. Up to 16 or 6 full-width characters, or 12 half-width characters. Butts or butts? Sort of tangential thing in it. I just didn't hate it, but it really as a bit more of the Kachu. The stakes went straight to abstract and silly, but I guess how else do you end a 10-year cycle of expansions? Yeah. So Big Steph, I kind of like Big Steph. I think we only have, what, 6 full-width characters? It's not a lot. Let me go over here for a second. And see what we can actually play with here. Huh. Big Stuff. I like, Good. Just call him the Boo Boo. Or S Butts. Huge Phil. Like, Mr. Blobby, get out. Like, B Stuff. I like. Alright. B Stuff. But his no, it's stuff. His first name is Beverage calls him B Stuff. Bobo. Butt Stuff. Call me B Stuff. And this much, me and my Chocobo just got wherever the trial leads us. B Stuff. She's like, butt stuff, really. Limited to letter B. Yeah. Was gonna miss another naming. You're doing great. enjoy your post interview crash out, buddy. That's B Stuff, like Monkey D. Luffy. Monkey Dick Luffy. I've heard that. This rock suddenly fell from the sky. The impact must have knocked me out. Guess it's a meteorite. A meteorite. I wonder if it has a connection to the wind stopping. Gonna put fries on? Can I have some? Please. I never asked for anything. Again, I give you my thanks. I wish I could do something more to show my appreciation, but I really must go. Anyway, thanks for saving me. Bye! Whoa, hey, hold up a sec. Pay me. Did you hear something? Huh? Oh. Help me. I got some fries? Yes! I'll be there in a minute. Over there! Ah, she's in the party now. Alright, drop some abilities beyond the party, yeah. Fair enough. You alright? Where am I? Oh, my aching head. Sakes alive, what's happened? I don't remember. I can't remember anything. It looks like you hit your head pretty bad. Maybe you got amnesia. I do love how games and movies think amnesia works. Oh, something came back to me. My name is Galuf, and I'm wanted everywhere. I'm actually a massive war criminal. That's a start. Anything else? Nope. Just the name. Other than that, my memory's completely blank. I don't remember a goddamn thing. I'm very sorry, but you must excuse me. I have no time to waste. Where are you going? I must go to the Wind Shrine. The Wind Shrine! Now that you mentioned it, I'm pretty sure that's where I was headed. It's decided. I'm going with you. But... no buts. Well, one but. I've got to get that shrine. I feel it in my bones. You got to take me with me. Take me with you. Take me with me. B stuff, what about you? Sorry, I'm going to bow on this one. Good luck, though. This is the shortest game Square Enix have ever made. Thank you again, and farewell. Godspeed and all that whatnot. I kind of like Galuf. Godspeed and whatever. Anyway, I can't wait to never actually do anything ever again in my tiny little life. So, I think, yes, there is a missable here. A Phoenix down. Gotcha, baby. That's sneaky they put that in there. Nope, can't go that way. I am kind of excited to play 14 again on stream. I think on stream is the most I enjoyed 14. Like outside of like the actual like Discord like hangouts, I think on stream was some of the best Final Fantasy 14 I played. The warm-up is very bright compared to inside areas. Ow, Boku! Bad Chocobo! What are you doing stopping like that? Now, don't you give me that look. Quick. Yeah, I know. The girl and the old man went off together. With all the goblins around these parts. Fine. I got it. Ah! Hit! Boku, come on! Quack. Oh boy. More goblins? Damn, dude. Fuck him up. Rude. Fuck out of here. Cheeky level. Don't mind if I do. Oh shit. So Chocobo's actually... we don't keep Chocobo or Boko for a long time, do we? But I can't remember what happens to Boko. I have a banana. That's a strange trade for your kitchen. Have a really good Sunday lunch. I want to do a Sunday roast this Sunday. I haven't done it in like months, it feels. I want a massive side of beef, Yorkie pud, stuffing, taters. Objectively too much gravy. The good stuff. Oh, says the princess. Good morning. B-Stuff! It seems I can't escape being in your debt. Hey, don't worry about it. Seems like the meteorite's impact caused a few landslides. The road's covered in rubble. I don't think you're going to be able to make it to Tool this way. But if I can't get into the Wind Shrine, then... Oh, it's like... Wind Shrine, gotta hurry! The old guy's pretty dead set on getting there too. Well, I'm a JRPG protagonist. I got literally nothing else going on, so I'm gonna help you out on this. I'll go with you and personally see to it that you get there safely. Oh, really? Yeah, you know, my dad always wanted me to go out and travel the world, but it also feels like the wind's calling me. What a sweet talker. As if you don't just have the hots of the little lady. You're awake? Don't sound so surprised. This old dog is always ready for anything. He's got that old man strength. I come to realize that I hate fake strawberry flavor the way you hate fake banana flavor. I also hate real banana flavor. In a mission on Desert Island, which of the 7 cats would you eat first? I mean, Aerith's already dead, so... And, like, honestly, like, there's no meat on Cat Sith. I'm not into eating the stuffing. It's probably Aerith first. I don't like the idea of the smoked meat that is Cid. And Red 13's not an option. He's the heart and soul of that party. Have you made candy with real strawberry? Either most candy here is made with real strawberry, or I just can't tell the difference with fake stuff. Fake banana is particularly egregious. Fake strawberry isn't that different, I think. Telling on humans, so not cannibalism. That's right. And Sephiroth is only half human, so that's half cannibalism. But how does that... where does that leave us? If Kate Sith was some kind of steamed bun, I would likely have been very disappointed. I think if Kate Sith was riding a giant steamed bun, many more people would like Kate Sith. I think. Cid would taste bad? Mm-hmm. It's the bigotry. Cid's a hateful human being, so I think would taste bad. You can taste the decades of spousal abuse. Still, the road's blocked. That makes things slightly more difficult. And so the adventures came to an end because the road was blocked. I won't give up. There must be a way to reach the Wind Shrine. Right, and we'll find it. All right, let's ride. Poor Boko's really, like, propping up the entire party. Take the first step. We did it, baby! Alrighty. Let's go up this way because there's nowhere else to go. Is the worst because the word originates from Scottish Gaelic. I know it. I know it's going to be catchy, basically. But when you say catchy, no one knows what you're talking about. I don't remember there being a cave here. Probably opened up during one of those quakes. Boko, I think it's going to be a little too dangerous for chocobos. You stay here, okay? Quack. It seems to be that they were prepared to change so much with the remake, but they could not find it in their hearts to go against the fans with Cass's name. I think also it's one of those things where it's so prevalent, and from what I remember in Advent Children, which is probably the first time we heard Kate Sith's name pronounced by Square Enix, it was also either Cat Sith or Kate Sith. But also Aerith was either Aerith or Ares, depending on what version you played. And I think having the love interest being named as the God of War would be an interesting thing. If you're gonna name something after another language, especially indigenous ones, it'd be nice to pronounce it. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. But, like, are we gonna expect anything else from such a ethnocentric country like Japan? Like, even, like, more diverse countries don't get it right. It would be nice. I think it would be. And I remember there being a discussion of, like, Cat Sith's name should be... people should go out of the way to say Catchy. But, like, A, that's not how it's being said in the media. Like, the actual media that we're playing. That's not how people have known it for, like, 30 years. it's I don't know if there's like too much of a good fight to be had, rather than it's now in that sort of like fun trivia section now of like, oh, fun fact, Kath's name should have actually been pronounced this, you know, or it comes from Gaelic this. I can't remember. This is where I show my own ignorance. Is Gaelic the Scottish one and Gaelic is the Irish one? I can't remember. I think I remember hearing something about that a while ago. I remember there was like, because I know there is Scottish and Irish Gaelic and they are different, but I can't remember if Gaelic is Irish, Gaelic is Scottish. Because I barely speak English, so I'm not in a position to make judgments on any word from any culture or any language. I should call it Irish because Irish because calling it Gaelic is offensive, while Scottish Gaelic is Scottish, which is pronounced as Scottish Gaelic. Okay. So it is meant to be pronounced Gaelic. Because now there's Drioi who streams a lot in Irish. I can't remember if he calls it Gaelic or not. I haven't seen Drioi in a while. See what they because he actively speaks it from the Irish side. I'm trying to find his profile. I can't remember how you spell his gosh damn name. I forget. Irish called Gaelish, but English the Irish prefer to call the Irish, but usually people call the Irish one Gaelic and the Scottish one Gaelic. Okay, so they have like there is a preference, but generally it gets commonly misconstrued as Gaelic and Gaelic. Okay, so what I was hearing was the proliferation of that misconstruing. Which makes sense. That's how that sort of stuff does spread. Call them both Gaelic. Fair. Because of colonialism. Yes. So as a side note, the fight music for this just reminded me of like this took me back to being a child very intensely, and was very much like I think it was the first time I ever recognized or clocked a remix, basically, or like not even a remix, but like the same song remade. Let's see what the... It's a recovery spring. HP and MP restored, all elements removed. KO'd allies revived. Excellent. That's of the French. Yo, Steve, welcome, buddy. Silk Song very low pixely. What is Silk Song? What is this? I have no concept of what you are talking about. Is that a like a must be a bit. I don't know. It sounds like is that like a Hatsune Miku sort of song, game? New COD, you think? Oh, that's why I don't know about it. I'm not super into COD. This must be a bit unique comedy. You almost took it. Almost took the bait. Monster, I'm so angry. I've decided that's what I'm gonna do, because like I haven't played Hollow Knight. I've got no interest in Silk Song as of now. Like, and I think the internet's gonna fucking explode with rage and gamers being gamers in the near future. So I'm like, I'm leaving it. And everyone comes and going like, wow, Silk Song. I'm like, what song? But Mixed with FIFA comes out every year. I thought that was it. Yeah. Steve, it was good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well, man. Pirates. Bastard pirates. I like Hollow Knight a lot, but I think it's crazy how everyone never watched a 2-hour lore video on it. Yeah, it's it's the thing that I am sort of worried about with Silk Song is the Hollow Knight community have basically been in an endless cycle of self-hype for so long. It's gotten really weird as like a fandom. Like, yeah, Hollow Knight's great, but there are people in the Hollow Knight community where it's like that's their main personality trait, is that they like Hollow Knight. And now it's like, yeah, it's a meme. It's kind of like, it's a bit that people don't know that they're a part of. You know? And it's strange. And I feel like Silk Song's gonna be a very sad wake-up call to some of that, and like, what does that community look like when they don't have Silk Song to look forward to? You know? Or like, are they gonna tease Hollow Knight 2 and then wait another 7 years? Like, I don't think that'll go down particularly well. It's all gonna be a Silk Song today? I think so. Like, my Reddit's been like, hey, do you wanna go and be a part of the Silk Song Reddit? I'm like, no, actually, I don't. Oh, they do the thing where they make the sequel follow on from the end in difficulty because it'd be immediately. People would lose their mind if the first boss of Silk Song is end boss of Hollow Knight Hard. That would be fucking hilarious. I actually want that to be how it is. A leather cap. A cheeky leather hat. Bats. Look at those working the little buttons. So yeah, look at that. I don't want to shit on anyone's parade about if anyone's excited about Silk Song, but like, if people are excited about it and want a response from me to like validate that excitement, like, sure, absolutely be excited, but I can't join you in the excitement. So it's kind of like, it's like, you're doing great, sweetie. Enjoy your game. Please do, honestly. I want people to love it, because I would love if the internet didn't riot and turn into a toxic cesspit about every single thing immediately. And honestly, we should root for things to be good. But I haven't played Hollow Knight. I've maybe seen like maybe 6 hours of Hollow Knight lifetime in terms of like other people playing it and let's plays and things like that outside like trivia videos. So it's part of like video games that I'm so far away from, because not because I don't want to play it or I don't like it, it's because there's been so much other stuff to play that it's been, I've never had like the sole focus of like, I want to play this now. And even with the run up to Silk Song, I've not felt that, you know? I think it's in a similar place where it's like there are people that don't want to play Undertale because of the Undertale community. I second guess if I would ever want to play. If I'm gonna play Hollow Knight, I don't know if I'd stream that because I don't know if I want to invite the community in to explain the whole game to me when I'm just in the tutorial. You know, I don't know if I want to deal with that. I feel like Hollow Knight might. There's a 50-50 chance. There's a coin to flip. Either it's great and everyone wants to see you experience things, or everyone's like, "Hey, let me regurgitate a lore video to you right now." I was like, I don't need that. Please. Please no. Or to live it again vicariously and be an unintentional dick. I mean, like, people like want to relive it through someone else playing for the first time. I think that's fine. Like, you can do that earnestly and positively. But you can absolutely also do that in very dickish ways. And it's usually realizing that, like, as a viewer, you have no control over how the game's being played, unless the person playing the game turns to the chat and goes, "I would like your input." But that's not the default position. The default position is you're watching the person struggle, you know? Yeah, some people can't help themselves. Some people don't understand that or, like, purposely don't address that. And that becomes a problem. I said no questions or need for more of what I thought was a fantastic single thing. I might be over the concept of sequels. It's not even a sequel. It's DLC technically. It's still Hollow Knight Silksong. It's not Silksong, which is the crazy bit, you know? But it is a separate release, so is it like... Is it DLC? Is it not DLC? Like, is it Assassin's Creed Black Flag Freedom Cry, where it's like, or like Infamous First Light, where it's like, this is a DLC that kind of got big enough to spin out onto its own game. This DLC years ago, it's probably quite firmly not a DLC now. Yeah. And like we were talking about with Lux earlier and yesterday, I think Lux's main concern is that it's short. Like, it's DLC length. And I'm like, the development story of that game is either that game has gone through fucking hell and they've struggled to put it out and it's going to be DLC length, or it's a project that really got away from them. It's now like standalone game length, but it's all waffle because it's a DLC idea that's been expanded out, you know, where it's like it's an idea or a character or a section of the world that was never meant to be full game length. But like, this is what we were saying before release. 35 hours of main story. Silksong achievement suggests it'll take at least 10 hours longer to 100% complete compared to Hollow Knight. Oh, so it's bigger. Interesting. I hope it's good. So I do honestly hope it's good. If I'm being cynical, I have a little bit of popcorn and I'm waiting. I'm waiting with popcorn to see if people do melt down about it. But I would much rather it be good than have a freak show of internet dwellers going, "The game's not good, it's not what I wanted, it's not what I expected." Ah. Or, like, I would rather the game is just everyone likes it. Or I think there is the option where it comes out and it's a 7 out of 10. You bought Vaseline? I wonder if it's like, when the hype dies down, it's a 7 out of 10 and no one really talks about it ever again. And it comes out, massive explosion, and like a month later, crickets. No one's talking about it. I think that would also be quite the shame. The cheaper thing's a big turn off for you? Or the extra 10 hours, 100%? 10 hours to 100% is not the worst thing in the world. It depends if it's, like, oh, you gotta do a boss rush and do all these extra things, and then, like, some weird challenge mode, and then it's like, oh, so the main story is, like, 7 out of 10 difficulty. The 100% is 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 difficulty. Wasn't Hollow Knight? Yes, I believe it was a Kickstarter. I think the Kickstarters, the backers were getting the game early, I think. Oh, that was bloody long and a lot of hurt as well. Really? 100% Hollow Knight sucked, but fuck. I seen there's a trophy for getting 112%. Sometimes games can do less and it's fine, yeah. Honestly, there is an invincibility glitch on Hollow Knight, and that is 100% what I would do for like the 100% cleanup on Hollow Knight, to be honest. Unless I was really vibing with it, and I was like, oh, this gameplay loop is just in my brain and I love it. If it's like, okay, I did the main story, like all honest and above board, 100% just do a bunch of boss rush shit, and like just some menial nonsense, I'm activating invincibility and I'm gonna whiz through it. Yo, Port, what's good, buddy? How are we doing today? The best game of Hollow Knight I adored. The tough content feels like it's marked as, this is okay, you don't need to bother, and I adore that too. That's good. That's good. Each loses fun, that's fair. If some of the sequel is how much they need into, this needs to be a hard, big game. I suppose, yeah. We're gonna have to see when when more people have played more of it, I guess. Not every studio has to be FromSoft. I think absolutely right. I think there should be the opportunity. It is a difficult thing. Like, if people want to get really good at a game, give players the opportunity to have situations or build encounters or content out there where it's like, you need to be very good at this game to do this content, but not have it be main story stuff, I think is smart. So if the side stuff was like the very difficult stuff, I think that's smart. That's what I did, but only with the last Pantheon. The 43 boss rush was bullshit. Yeah, see that? Fuck off. I can't be bothered with that. The 43 bosses, get fucked. Finish reading your first video. Don't wish it on anyone. Dude, I hate editing as well. Editing is the worst. But you did it. We did it. I'm proud of you. That's great. So when is that going out? Are we allowed to know what it's about? So yeah, I don't know if and when. Again, if and when I'll play Hollow Knight. I feel like I should eventually. It feels like one of those games where it's like it's big and important. But like, I don't know. It feels there's a weight to it now. It's like if I don't like it or if I don't love it, I'm gonna get people going, you're not a real gamer. Like that kind of shit. I'm like, ugh, do I care enough? I hate editing so much. I do things one take. One take Lux. I love that. It's not big and important. It's just a delight like Metroidvanias. But it was like it made ripples. Like it really did. As much as like, is it revolutionary? No. Was it like a bigger hit than a game like that had been in a while? I think yeah. Like it's a significant game. Is it Pong? No. Is it intriguing in terms of like what its legacy is in terms of like player base and like games that came out since that have learned from what Hollow Knight did? It's already out. It's a character ranking for Quartet based on the combat usefulness. Oh hell yeah! Oh, Quartet's that recent game that came out. You and KJ been playing it? So you liked it? You liked it then? It's not big and important. I'll take things white men need to hear for $800. Ignore the two-hour lore video. It's simply farts and bugs. Oh, I've not watched any lore video on any of the Dark Souls games. Happily miss me with that shit. If you look at the item description for the Dung Pie, you'll find out the entire lineage of the royal family of Lordaeron. I'm like, fuck off. I actually don't care. Like, you know, like, it doesn't enrich my playthrough of that game to know all that stuff. Like, the game doesn't say that it's mandatory or integral to know. Like, I got a bridge to sell you. Sorry, I can't buy a bridge right now. I've just spent all my money on the Eiffel Tower. You check it out at some point. I know, Paul. I know nothing about it. I know nothing about it. Sell it to me. I've actually spent most of my money on Gundams, and I have to save it for a tattoo. Look, so I told you I'm getting my chest tattooed. My chest tattooed in like a week or so. So it's gonna be V-neck central forevermore. Alright, this game very piratey. Lots of Jolly Rogers everywhere. Get those A-line shirts. What are the? I know an A-line skirt. What's an A-line shirt? This is a pirate hideout. I mean, that shit we saw must have been a pirate ship. Pirates. Wife redacted? Wait, what? Oh, tank top-esque? Oh, I see, okay. Nice Inspired JRPG has similar start to Wild Arms. Guys come together except they find new better battle system has the swap out mechanic akin to 10. Ooh, I do like Wild Arms and I do like Final Fantasy 10. So you're selling it to me. You're selling it to me. What's it called? Quartet. I've not heard anything about this other than like you and KJ playing it, but like you guys to stream when I can't watch, so I'm not seeing much of it. What's it on? Is it PC only? I don't think they might give us a ride. I think the only ride they'd be interested in would be a Keelhaul for all three of us. Yeah, you can't ask a favor from a pirate. That's why we'll just sneak on and steal their ship. Whoa, you're pretty gutsy for an old-timer. I like that. I was like, just steal the pirate ship. Easy. Don't know what I did. This is Shadows of Adam. I should know Shadows of Adam. I actually never heard of Shadows of Adam. I should play Shadows of Adam. It's got my name in it. It's also my autobiography. Right? PC only, but I believe they plan to bring it to consoles. Hell yeah. Ah, he's sleeping. He's sleeping. Well, they're all sleeping, huh? Okay. On the pirate ship. Where do we drive it from? Here? Yo ho ho and stuff. Time to cast off. Yo, and whatever else. Well, cast off means start sailing, kid. I know that. The wheel won't even budge. How do you work this thing? You try working anything, and there'll be the devil to pay. I love how we've all, like, immediately went, we'll just steal a pirate ship, it's fine. Trying to steal my ship? Are you? You have a lot of brass, or mayhap you're just lacking in brains. I'd wager it's the latter. Wait, I'm Princess Lena of Tycoon. Please accept my apologies for attempting to commandeer your ship. Commandeer. Wait, she's a princess? So the girl's royalty. Sir, this is a formal request from the Kingdom of Tycoon. Please, allow us to the use of your vessel. I must get to the Wind Shrine. My father is in danger. Oh, the Prince of Tycoon here on my ship. I'm sure we could fetch a tasty sum for this one. Hey, leave her alone, you degenerate, lecherous, piratey pirate. Okay, this game, this game's got a sense of humor. I like it. I beg of you, please. I give you my jewels. That pendant. As you has a brig. I don't know. Like, I feel like a brig is like a waste of like ship real estate. Unless it's like it's a big ship. Toss a lot of them into the brig. I guess it does have a brig. I mean, it's kind of a piratey thing to do. It's quite piratey. Well, this went swimmingly. All you need is poop deck. Oh, I'll shit on the deck, alright. Brig means bridge in Scotland. Oh, really? That makes shipbuilding very confusing. Well, that's a fine how do you do. What genius came up with the idea to steal a pirate ship anyway? Look in the mirror, Pops. Oh, my aching head, I can't remember a thing. And your amnesia oh so conveniently returns. Still, I can't believe you're really the Princess of Tycoon, Lena. I'm sorry, I didn't intend to keep it a secret. It's not that big a deal. But if you're the princess, why were you going to the Wind Shrine alone? My father's there. He hadn't been gone long when the wind stopped almost to nothing. I just can't shake the feeling that something terrible is happening. I slipped out the castle and headed for the shrine, but that meteorite fell in. Well, you know the rest. Oh, meteorites, what are they like? Why does the Prince of Tycoon have the same pendant as I do? 'Cause you're sisters. Is which called Brigadoon, and they're usually tiled Brigo name. Okay. What's the etymology between brig and bridge? Like, are they related? Is it happenstance, or is it one's a corruption of the other? She said her father's at the Wind Shrine. Prepare the cast-off, lads. Set course for the Wind Shrine. But Cam, what about the landlubbers? Untie them. Sometime today would be nice. Alright. But why? I reconsider your request. You can go back to the brig if you prefer. Pull anchor, we sail for the Wind Shrine. Hey, something's wrong with your ears today. I hope you didn't have to repeat myself. Well, I can. You get a ship very quickly in this game. Because from Old Norse, Bresia? It was adopted into Scots, became brig, while brig on the ship has a different history. That makes sense. But the wind has stopped. How can the ship move? Full of curiosity, aren't you, lass? Sildra, come up and say hello. Cute. Typical false friend where the same word can mean two different things. Like, you'd not want a gift from German. Gift from German means poison. Okay, that's cool. I think there's way more of those than we realize. Beautiful, isn't she? Soldier and I were raised together. We're close as siblings. Alright, we're off. Hell yeah. I love when characters in Magic saturated worlds ask how does it work? Like, even a toddler must be bored of having to answer Magic by now. How does that work? How does this work? It's like, dude, people get creative in these games. Captain, should I sail it to the Windshrine for you? No. Gate in Scotland is one. It means road or street. Comes from the Old Norse gata. Wait, gate means road or street? Pirates hideout. Alright, can we go back in the Pirates hideout at all? No. Alright. Like northwest. So this way. Yeah. Wait, was that a... There's another meteor over there. Okay, so there's a few. And Tool. Grog, grog! You're in a town, you don't need to drink grog anymore. There's a place called Gallowgate in Scotland that translates to Gallows Street. Oh, okay, cool. I think I'll stop in and have a drink as well. Alright. Right, ads are going to start in a second. Or they're started now. So I'm going to go BRB for a real second. I'm going to go to the toilet, to be honest. I'll see you in a minute.
Choose your destiny.
Hi. Hope you all had a good toilet break. That's fun. Let's go because there's a guy on TikTok I like who does a lot of like etymology stuff, like language stuff. And he particularly talks about a lot of let's see if I can find him. He does a lot of oh, this is like people are now using this word in this way. Here's how things are actively changing. Let's see if I can find a recent one of his that I've liked. I can't remember his name because I'm dreadful garbage. This guy.
The fact that people are talking about getting one-shotted is fascinating because previously the past tense would have just been one-shot. You shoot someone, present tense, and then they are shot, past tense, with no need for the ed suffix. But that's not how the word is being used today, and that's because one-shot has actually evolved into a different kind of verb entirely, where shot is the present tense. After all, you don't say, I am one shooting someone. Instead, the infinitive is to one-shot someone, which means we're playing by a completely different set of conjugation rules. The same thing happened with the verb to screenshot, where the past tense is screenshotted because there's no such thing as screen shooting for the regular vowel change to apply. In fact, it would be actively confusing to people if both the present and past tense were both still screenshots. So screenshotted really does make a lot of grammatical sense. However, I'm even more interested in why we also sometimes do this when you could conjugate the verb in the first place. For example, I've seen some people express the past tense of speed run as speed runned, even though in that case they could just say speed ran. And the verb to airstrike can be conjugated to air striked instead of air struck. I think this is because we're mentally treating the compound verbs as new words entirely, where it feels more natural to use the ed ending since we no longer form new past tenses by changing vowels. The fact that people are
So yeah, if you like that kind of stuff, there you go. We remember when new words are added to the dictionary and they just record language, they don't decide it. Yeah, there's a massive misgiving where once in the dictionary, slang has been like legitimized, and it's usually like, I mean, it's often like old people like, oh, the kids are using new words. I don't like the new words because I'm not included on that. It's like it's people feeling left out and being annoyed at that because language is evolving without their presence. Whereas when they were younger, they were using the new words. They were hip and cool. They were on the bleeding edge of it, and now they're not. There are younger people out there now using words differently that they're not included on, and when that gets legitimized, it sort of signals we all return to dust. Our time is over. We are in the sunset of our lives, and people we focus so much on getting a job, getting out of school, but never on growing old gracefully. I think that's where a lot of it comes from. It's not specifically etymology, but the traces of history and language as a whole, and the fascinating point where we switch from speaking it to being anxious that we're not speaking it correctly. And also how American was willed into being, and how people were so bitchy and pissy to poets over it. Yeah, I guess it's elitism to a certain degree, or like either gatekeeping or puritanical attitudes around language have always been a problem, will always be a problem. But like language will just evolve anyway, and like you said, language is history. Like there's no two ways around it. Language is history, and like you can trace history with language. Like language will evolve because people are dealing with a certain set of trials and tribulations and things like that, where it's like where like gay slang comes about so queer people can talk in common places but not be outed as queer people, or like in order to obfuscate details so others not in the community can't follow. Interesting change is Snowflake when as a child meant you thought you were special and unique as an insult, and now it's used differently by assholes. I'm not sugarcoating, although the previous one was asshole to do as well. Yes, yeah, things like that, and even like a recent one is woke. To stay woke was used by black communities to say, stay aware that there are systems out there that are designed around you and not for you. Like, there are injustices that you will face because of what you are. Be aware of that. And now it's being used by right-wing toddlers. They're like, oh, you don't like... You actually humanize people who don't look like you? I don't like that you do that. You work to dismantle systemic and societal bigotry. I don't like that. So now it gets used as that. And that's, I think, a very genuine shame. It's a good litmus test for, like, do I want to engage with someone, though? Howdy, would you like your newest adventuring thing? Sure. Alright, then, coming in. Oh, this is the tutorial area? Urns and chests like these sometimes have a goodies inside. Why don't you try having a look-see? 100 gil. A potion. Keep an eye out for the secret passages. Try walking through the wall to my left and you'll catch my drift. These come... Okay. An ether. Okay, cool. It's now so offensive that Snowflake is asterisked out along with asshole there. I have Twitch chat filters on because I really like tracking what it senses. Oh, really?
Hi,
wait,
thanks for checking in.
Snowflake
I'm
is...
still a piece of garbage.
That's crazy. Yo, Mojo, welcome, buddy. Also, English was divided between Northumbrian Middle English, Mercian Middle English, and that's why Northern and Southern English people speak differently, pronounce words differently, and they're different slang. Is that... Oh, so that's... There was a literal divide. See, that shit's fascinating. Monsters? Oh, man. Fucking goblins. I had to turn the word snowflake into a swear word. That's outrageous. There's some other Twitch cover overcorrection. Try and moderate heated words that people would use to be snippy at each other. Yes, I imagine it is. Couple of useful abilities? No. Okay, so this game does not highlight hidden paths on the map like previous games did. Two different dialects of English. Scots Dovard from Northumbrian Middle English. Okay. Isn't it fascinating how much language we've crammed into our tiny little islands? I see. So I thought Dovers was like a word I hadn't seen before, and I was like, through context I can kind of understand what that roughly means. Don't forget about me. Oh, we can actually buy stuff for her as well. Okay. See ya. Okay. Alright, let's see what weapons we can buy. Broadswords, rods, and staves. Let's do two. And for now, 3. That's all of our money! Optimal. Oh, leather shoes are an accessory. Interesting. Sure. Kind of seems like the wind's died down some, don't you think? Yes, actually, I do think. Only this conversation would a typo result in is that type of words that have great but really niche importance. Yeah. Yo, Mocha!
Meat's back on the menu, boys!
Mocha? What's good, buddy? You know I got first in the world. You did! You fast little gamer, you! Coon-san, welcome, buddy. How are we doing today? Or is it Noon-san? Let me give you a shuddy yaddy. What were we on today? What were we playing? Speed Girl.
Check this out.
Oh, Silksong, is that a new game? Is that out today? Not even close to either of those. Canusen? Canusen? Is it Canusen? The amount of cool, we got there. I hope you're doing well today, guys. Thank you so much for coming in, support Market in the raid. I am EB. If you haven't met me before, hi. I am a queer variety streamer. I draw things like this. I'm an illustrator as well. Today we're playing some Final Fantasy V for the first time in like 20 years, I think. We're learning as we go. We're playing the Pixel remaster. We're trying to get the platinum trophy in it. Tell me how you doing. Let me show you where we're at in game. We're gonna meet Marker on Tuesday. In it. On Tuesday. You ready? It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be the fucking coolest, dude. Tuesday, innit, bruv? We're just talking about languages and etymology and things like that because we're all word nerds. Where's word in it comes from? I believe it, isn't it? Isn't it? So yeah, isn't it becomes in it. I've always assumed. Yo, bye, what's good, buddy? How are we doing today? The amount of languages in the UK has is wild. Welsh, Cornish, Irish, Scottish, Gaelic, Cumbric, Norn, Norse, Latin, Scots, different dialects of Middle English. Yes, there's one from the Forest of Dean as well. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a full. I think it's a full language. But I can't remember what the name is. Hollow Knight 2, basically the same game again edition. Is it good? Do you like it? Do you love it? I have a big worry about Silksong that's been so over-egged for so long that the community at large has whipped itself into a frenzy for so long. It will never live up to what the wider community think they want. I hope it, at the very least, is good and fun. Scott's words somehow become names. Ken, Bonnie, and Ben. Wait. So they were just words and they became names? It's good. It's just Hollow Knight 1, but more, which is kind of what I expected. That's fair. That's fair. So it's not revolutionary then. Which, not everything has to be. Spinny, 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 wee. Oh, that person is done talking to us. Oh, that whip behind the ears about taking on the Greenhorns Club? No. Pledged users have to wait an extra hour or two for it to come out, which was fun. Oh, really? Interesting. Ken means to know, Bonnie means beautiful, and Ben means mountain. So I've heard of Ben as in, like, Ben Nevis, things like that. I know Ken means, you know, instead like, because my grandparents, where were they from? Fishing Town. I think my grandma was from Isle of Skye. My granddad was from somewhere else. But they're Scottish. And they would be like, "You Ken" all the time. So I understood Ken, but it's like, what is it a word? Is it slang? Where does how does it get registered and sort of things like that? So I never really clocked it as like a full word. It's more like and then Bonnie, yeah, Bonnie, like a Bonnie lass and things like that. I understood that one, but I know I mean, Bonnie as a name is, I've heard them, but I never really connected the dots of like, oh, Bonnie and Bonnie, it's the same word in two contexts. Hollow Knight now with gacha, just ruthless gacha mechanics. Playing the best Final Fantasy. I'm playing a very good one. I remember playing this before, years and years and years ago. It's very complicated. People argue if Scots is a dialect or a language. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't know where the the lines are drawn. Bonnie's name is very normy. Load's names are just, oh, look at this cute baby. You love this game? I'm ready to fall in love with this game all over again. I truly am. We still have to buy spells? Trash. Sarah means princess. Does it really? I mean, so my full name is Adam James Grant, and that basically means the first great man. Because I think Adam is basically man. James, I think, was first, and Grant was great, or something like that. And I don't subscribe to that at all. Because it wasn't like great as in like he's really good at being a man or anything like that. It's like, it's big. Like first big lad. The original big lad. So it wasn't anything like that, I don't think. But I think it's very funny. And like, so my dad wanted Hamish for me. But my mum fought him on that. Which is weird, because my dad is a James, my granddad is a James, I believe my great-granddad is also a James. So why it was never going to be James for me, I don't know. But my dad wanted Hamish. I was like, I feel like if you're going to be called Hamish, you need the Scottish accent. You know? James comes from the name Jacob as well. Really? James from Jacob? My name means the first small town in the moors, which is really underwhelming and a bit mildewy. I kind of like the first small town in the moors. Hamish is a problem name for sure, right? There's a guy that works for a client that I have at work, and he's called Hamish, and he is the most London guy you've ever seen. And it's like every time I talk to him, like, he's a nice lad, but like his name's dumb. Like, I feel like if you're not very Scottish, having the name Hamish is a weird pick. And this guy isn't Scottish at all. His parents just like the name. Like, he's like London from like year dot. I was curious why people followed King James called Jacobites, and I went down a rabbit hole. Okay, cool, hell yeah. London mentioned. Mark, are you ready to not be in London anymore and like not have to wheeze on the tube all the time? It's gonna be crazy. You're gonna have clean lungs. I'm pretty sure this is Zock's house. What the fuck is Zock, man? Someone you know? Yeah, he built the Torna Canal. The Torna Canal. Can we go this way? We can. Interesting. Okay. Phoenix Dune. So yeah, I still reading that you don't have trains. We do have trains, Mocha. How do you think I'm getting from my town to Birmingham on a train? Do you mean an underground system? Okay, underground is very different from a train network. No fucking underground. You don't need it. We have trams, yeah. And whippets. It's crazy because most of England isn't an absolute asshole to navigate like London is. Just jumping into that man's bed. I don't know why. There's nobody in this house. Huh. Alright, there's 2 items that we've not got yet. It's like Zoc isn't home. Okay, but let's check back later. Alright. London has one, Tokyo has one. Where's my excuse? I'm not making excuses. Why do you need one? Maybe we don't need to be ashamed of our tubes. I think it's weird there's like three cities have undergrounds, and like, why doesn't everyone else have one? It's like, why do you have one? Like to zoom around? Call us a subway? I think what other towns? I know Paris has like an underground system. New York? Hold on, I'll go check on him. Oh. We got that goofy look on your face for? What do you mean? It must have been a trick of the light or something. For crying out loud, shove over and let me see. Oh boy. This is a game of the 90s for sure, huh? Great Caesar's ghost! Just gorgeous! A beauty for the ages! What in the world are you two on about? Sorry, all the men in our JRPG party are currently busy going, woman! So all the women are gonna have to beat them. Caesar? Yeah, Greece, Rome is canon in this game. Slept like a babe, I did. What are you gawking at? Get a hold of yourselves. Now shove off, I need some time to myself. I like Faris. Like, just fuck off. You like to zoom around? You can zoom around on a bus, or... You just don't... I'm not looking at anything. You're the perf here. Get your mind out the gutter? Wow. Why don't you have a seat? Just keep your eyes on me. Tee-hee-hee. No, I want to play the piano, man. A lot of games did this? Oh, yeah. The pirate boss went upstairs. Captain's so dreamy. Oh, they're all into the captain, huh? I see. I'm sitting on a stool and watching the dance perform the routine. Do it now. I remember, is this the game where we dance with them? Oh. Oh, we're getting that, Dragon Quest Puff Puff, are we? Wow, game developers truly horny, huh? Talking to trains, Scotland got rid of on peak fares. Hell yeah! Wait, yes. On peak fares are terrible. Off peak forever, baby. I think. I don't use trains very often. I can't remember which is which. Piano skill leveled up. Fuck yeah. Right, so what else do we need here? There's 2 more items that we've not found yet. Oh, where they are. Create with some leather shoes, which we got. Bush cleaning things down, we got. Create a hidden tent, which we got. Baron containing a Bosion. 150 gil. The Greenhorns Club. The Greenhorns Club. It's empty, okay, we've got that one. I'm not sure which is which, but they got rid of the bad one. Yeah, that honestly, I feel that so often in like news and things like that. I was like, I can't remember which is which. I've not engaged with the system in so long. As long as the bad one got given the shaft, right? Then we're happy. That's the important bit. Ah, it was just those. Okay. Cool. Get some more bestiary items. Do some more smacking. Oh, trying to give me the slip? I think not. Has she actually joined the party properly now? She has. Perfect. The Scotch Parliament is having legal troubles. Oh. Oh, really? Nutkins! when is the government never not having a problem, you know? Alright, so we're gonna kill some killer bees and stray cats as well. That naming is something else. One, it's not a real JRPG if you don't got nutlings. That's what a nutling is. What or nutkin is what particularly cynical, child-free individuals call children. Someone put a spy camera in the women's toilets in Parliament. Fuck, that's so bad. Okay, yeah, that's really bad. That's fucked up. Yeah, I can see why there'd be a lot of uproar about that. That's pretty. The goal to pull something like that. That's pretty intense. Oh, the killer bees are kind of cute, though. Right, we need one more kill him. It's invasive, creepy, and illegal, and I hope they throw the book at him. Oh, absolutely. Oh, prison forever. Like, you don't do something like that by accident. Like, that's calculated. That's planned out. Like, they know, they do, people who do that fully knowing what they're doing. You don't do that by accident or have like a funny 5 minutes and do something like that. Alright, we're still freelancers. We haven't got any jobs yet, and I know hopefully soon. We're going back to. I am actually kind of excited to ride the train on a Tuesday. I've not been on a train in like probably pre-pandemic. I think. I think it was pre-pandemic. I was last on a train. How crazy is that? I actually like my favorite way to travel is any way where I can just like play a video game and like zone out. If it's like 2 hours, perfect. What do you do? Just to Birmingham. Not very far. Nutkins on the beach! Oh man. But yeah, I'm trying to think the last time I actually got a train, and I think it was probably pre-pandemic. We need more trains, turn all roads into train tracks. I'd vote for that. Honestly, just have trains be nationalized again. Cheaper, government ran, fucking something that even vaguely looks like a schedule they'll be able to keep. For the love of God, I just want trains that work, man. Like, outside of, like, getting the tube in, like, London or, Paris. Or a monorail in Vegas. Like, they're not trains. I gotta figure out what to play on my Vita. Gotta make sure it's charged as well. Might start a Lego game. Something nice, chill and easy. So we're renationalized in 2022. Sometimes I forget how different England is. Honestly, it's fucking, it's night and day sometimes. Like, Bam and I have had very real conversations of like, if we're ever to like move away from this town, like say like either our family moves away or we lose some of the older members of our families, or like our friend group sort of moves away or disintegrates a little bit, like where do we go? And like I'd be very happy to like immediately move back to Manchester. But we've had very real conversations like maybe we move to Scotland. Like yeah, there's some cameras in the bathrooms, but the trains are bad. Like, what we see, we don't see a lot from Scotland, unfortunately, because, like, the news, like, England dominates our news cycle, which is really annoying. And it's like, Scotland just, we don't hit anything bad, or at least I don't. On like a governmental level of like Scotland's being run by Tory fucking scumbags. Loving people moved here. The majority actually like it. Yeah. I don't know whereabouts in Scotland we would move to. But like, I think I would happily. Inverness! That's where my grandma's from, is Inverness. Sorry, I don't know why, I just remembered then. I don't think I'd move to Inverness in particular. I need a... I'm a city boy at heart. So the bigger the town, the bigger the city, the better I feel like I do. Unless we get to London. In which case, I'm not a fan of London. Sorry, Maka. Everyone went to London, Scotland, have been blown away by the NHS there, and the amount of support and the arts and groups there go. Dude, it's, honestly, it's wild night and day. Even it's nice, really north and cold and dark, though. I like cold and dark. Bam doesn't. Bam's into warmth and sunshine, which already being in England, it's either they're doing all right or they're hating it. They're doing okay or they're hating it. Scotland would be a generally bigger ask, climate-wise. Honestly, places in Scotland would be Glasgow and Edinburgh. Yeah, pretty much. I actually don't know much about the differences between the two cities. I'll bring London with you and leave it there? Wow, you're leaving it up to Birmingham to clean it all up for you? That's tragic. That's awful. That's outrageous. I don't know where the stray cat's meant to be, man. That's all. I've been back to the Garth with more broadswords. Great anything, everyone. You'll manage. You'll be fine. You'll be alright. We speak the same language as London anyway, so you'll be fine. Different accent, that's for true. Edinburgh's more historic, there's a lot of English people living there, and tourists. Glasgow's more like City Manchester or Newcastle. Okay, I'd gravitate towards Glasgow then. like Manchester is probably my ideal place to live in England at the very least. So we're still just hunting for an enemy type called Stray Cat. Maybe it's just next to the town. Just here. Maybe. Nope, goblins on the beach though. Actually, I've ever been to Newcastle, actually. I think I must have. These are the 3 museums, a place to visit. I think most museums in England are free as well. I believe. We'll be doing when Lux visits. We'll be doing the Natural History Museum in London. And then Marco, are we doing? I don't know if there's the intention to do any museums on Tuesday or not. Apprentice Warrior. Oh, we're doing so well. We've got 100 things. I actually really like Paris as well. Like, if I actually buckled down and learned French, Paris is a very, very cool city. I really liked it. Like, and it's really irritating, like, especially, like, being English and saying, and even mentioning Paris, the immediate response is always, oh, it stinks like piss. It's like, dude, anywhere in a city stinks like piss. Like... If you've not been in a city, then you don't know that there is always a piss corner in a city. There's always a little pissy alleyway somewhere. And yeah, Paris has one. It has a couple. But so does London, so does Manchester, so does Leeds. And it's like, Paris is actually really cool. Cities don't usually smell nice. Yeah, I mean, like, even just like, they don't smell like a field for sure. But I've never noticed cities like smelling outright bad, you know. If anything, like in Cheltenham, like every now and again, when the farmers around us are all doing their muck spreading, it smells like literal shit for us for like a day or two. So it's like, I don't know where people. Oh, there we go. Who don't live in cities sort of get that attitude with it. Whereas like, yeah, one or two alleyways stink of piss year round. However, 1 to 2 days a year in the summer, the entire town smells like shit. It's like, this. I don't know if it's comparable. Let's grab some spells maybe. I've also made a list of things we think look interesting. I'm most excited to visit the bog you have up there. They're talking about the toilet. Yeah, we got toilets here. Mako was absolutely thrilled to know that we have flushes up here. Yeah, it's fine. Can't wait. I reckon if it's a day where most of us are gonna be there, I would say like maybe we could do like Forbidden Planet and stuff. Moseley Bog. Isn't it is it like a little zoo thing, or is it like a little like public park? I can't remember. I remember you saying about it. Alright, where is this place? Torna Canal. Canal gate's locked. Great! So is it up here, maybe? Yo, Cody, welcome everybody. Game's great, man. I mean, like, these games I always love. I'm always in love with these games. It's an outro thing, hour-long apparently. Oh, that's cool. If the weather's good, I'm down for it. We'll just go around all the cool shops and other nerd-related things, get something to eat, that kind of thing. Sounds fucking banging, mate. So Torna Canal apparently has more things we can fight. So Song Trophy just dropped. One trophy for beating it under 5 hours, and the other one for reaching 100% completion and then being under 30 hours. Oh, it's got 2 speedrun trophies? Fuck that. Group in Lincolnshire. In Lincolnshire fens around a lot of bogs. I do struggle to imagine how rewarding an hour's walk in a bog would be. I think it's a I think it's like a curated, it's like a garden.
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't read shit.
Oh, we do have a tent. Cool. I ever saw reach 100% speed trophy. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Slag is queen? I think not. I'm the queen.
Well, we know who's queen around here. I see. I used to know Pantheon shit. I do wonder if there's like a... Like, beating the game in 5 hours is tough. Like, that sounds like a tall ask. Unless that game is, like, deceptively short. Or, like, you can mainline it. Last one, but because to your hands. So I choose Pantheon 5. I'm just giving it a solid month. That's entirely fair. I think if whenever I play Hollow Knight, I'll play the base game honestly, but then after that, I'm doing the invincibility glitch. Like, I don't know if unless like I really get into it, I'm not sticking around with it. Pantheon was DLC added to Hollow Knight. I assume it's a bit unfair to compare finished Hollow Knight to Silksong on release. Wait, what, how do you mean? A mountain mogonist? What have I done? You've become that which you sought to destroy. How could you? How dare you? Actually, should we actually save it for the first time this entire game? So you got goblins, Manuwizard, and Moldwind. Are they all out here? Oh, no, Z12. Because of a lot of the came out for release, it's free DLC. Yes, I think a lot of that's rolled into base game. It might have been that base game came out on PC, had a couple of DLCs, collected edition came out on PlayStation. It might be something like that, to be honest. Which is not uncommon for like indies and things like that. Live on the edge of danger. I live on the edge of the Cotswolds, unfortunately. Hello. Who are you guys? Princess Lena! What's happened? Is everything alright? The wind suddenly stopped and now monsters are over on the shrine. What about Father? The king went up to the top floor. He's yet to return. Something must have happened to him. The crystal's up on the top floor, right? Won't hurt to go up and take a look. Varys, you're right. Come on. It was all free. So I think what happened was basically the version that was released on PlayStation was like the collected edition of like inclusive of all that, because the way trophies work is generally you can't have a trophy list on base for your base game that includes DLC stuff that's not out yet. So that's why DLCs get their own little additional trophy list. So the fact that the Pantheons are in the Platinum requirements means that the version that released on PlayStation was the collected or complete edition that was already on PC. So in theory, there was never a version of Hollow Knight that didn't have the Pantheons. Or by the time it came to PlayStation, the Pantheon stuff was already out, and it all released in one big lump. As a release compared to Hollow Knight with the clear DLC, it's not a fair comparison to Silksong's content as of now. Oh, for sure. Are we talking about the same thing? Maybe not. But I mean, like, if you want the Platinum, then you have to do it, so it does become part of the game. At least on that. If you're talking about being a completionist and getting all the trophies, there's no way to not do that content, because it is included. You literally have trophies for doing it. I don't think you have to do every Pantheon. I can't remember. I haven't read a guide for it in a long time. Wait, it's a long sale. $20 is too much. Coney, what are you talking about? In terms of comparing content with no acknowledgement of trophies at all. Okay, that's fair enough. That's entirely fair. I mean, like, I don't know, how much was Hollow Knight on release for PlayStation? Like, I mean, we've played plenty of short games on this channel. Like, if Silksong has a trophy for speedrunning in 30 hours, and then also speedrunning 100% of the game in 30 hours, and speedrunning base completion in 5 hours, I've paid $20 for a game that I finished in 5 hours, not speedrunning. Like, that's not an indictment on my side. I was doing a bit about bitching about an incredibly cheap long game in a world where people are accepting $80 for Nintendo bullshit. Right, okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know, Coney, I don't know what you were talking about there. I've not seen anyone bitching about Silksong being $20 too much. I think I've not, unless, like, you've seen people bitching about it, I've not seen anyone blink at $20 for Silksong. The reaction I've seen from people is like, oh shit! You're not bitching? No, I know you are being sarcastic about people being upset about things. But if people aren't upset about something, what are you talking about? Chomper, I'm confused as well. I see people wonder if it'd be like $40, but mostly seem to be like, it would be fair if they had. Yeah, from like the reaction of like, I've not seen anyone going like, $20 is too steep for Silksong, I'll wait for a sale. You can speedrun E3 in 2.5 hours, so what? Coney, what are you talking about? What is your point here? You mean like that? Okay, I don't know how you meant it then. Everybody for Terraria giving out free stuff, they need to stop it. Get paid, you slags? I think Terraria just made so much fucking money that they're like, we actually are out of the... We're out of, like, consumerism, we're out of capitalism, we're not doing it anymore. We've made so much money, we're actually, we've evolved beyond. Terraria doesn't need any more money. That's just in my mind. Alright, no worries. Yeah, Terraria seemed... Isn't it Terraria? Or is it, was it Stardew? They were like, oh, this is the last update. And then, like, 2 months down the line, they're like, oh, we made more. And they've done that, like, 3 or 4 times. I think it's Terraria, where they're like, this is our farewell patch, here's the last lot of updates, the last content. And then they went, actually, here's some more. Cyberpunk as well? Yeah, Cyberpunk has done that as well, yeah. I remember when Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red were like, yeah, we're done, we're on the next project now. And then 6 months later, they're like, oh, here's a patch and a bunch of missions. And it's like, what are you guys doing? I watched a cool another video about live service horror, and she pointed out the crazy fact that Phasma has made like $2 billion, and was like still somehow a cranky tech demo that gets worse every update. And then other games earning like £40 in a year and still pumping out content. It's crazy. I don't know how these studios are running. Like who's doing what content where, or like how they're financing stuff. It's very interesting though. I prefer indie games because they fit my wants and interests. That's fair. I like a couple of AAA games, but like a AAA game, it's rare that I'm like, I need to play this now. Like I think the only AAA game I think I buy based on release is probably Assassin's Creed, and that's usually because I'll get it cheaper on PS Plus. Or I'll trade in some PS Plus credit to get it cheap because BAM wants to play it on release. Because that's like their game. They very specifically like Assassin's Creed. I do too, but I don't play them very often. You know, so like I think that's the only like AAA we really get invested in. Outside of that, it's not a lot. Oh, did not know. Cody's like, I can't fucking let this rest. What I meant is that people are sometimes like, I'm not spending $20 on a game and then proceed to buy a skin for a game that will die next year for $20. And you can't even see the skin in first person. Okay, so I don't know if those are the same people, and also, why are we listening to those people? Why are we listening to those people at all? Why do they occupy any space in your brain? If someone goes like, I can't bear to spend $20 on a game, and then spend $20 on shitty cosmetics. Why are we listening? Why are we at all listening to anything they have to say? You know a guy that said he will not pay $20 for a game, and then he showed me the skins. Oh, then throw him into the river. Actually throw him in the river. You work with this guy? Throw him in the river. Throw this co-worker in the river. You need to talk to him? Actually, you don't. You can just never talk to him ever again. Only communicate through email on work-related topics. If he tries to talk video games, go, nope. Nope. No game talk, just video game, just work. I'm actually switching teams because of him? Really? Honestly, fair. That kind of attitude is fucking abhorrent. But you know me, you know I abhor generalizations about video games. Whenever someone comes in and is like, oh, I hate that all video games are open world these days, I'm like, you're wrong! It's valid to not like open world games. It's wrong to say every game's open world these days. Because they fucking aren't. They really aren't. Charging the cost of a skin for every email. Genius. A broadsword. We actually already have lots of broadswords. Got into a fight and I landed HR because I used not corporate language. Coney, you foul-mouthed boy. You foul-mouthed little boy. Do you know it's nice, but EB always makes sure I stop doing it, which I like because I don't even realize I'm doing it. I like talking about, like, I like liking things is where it like kind of comes from, and it's like, if I don't like something, I'll generally just not talk about it, or I'll talk about other things that I do like about it, you know? So it's, and when people come in with like mass generalizations, I think especially being a streamer, I hear it so often, I'm like, ah. 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 Nope, you're not doing that anymore. We stopped this. We don't do that around here. And then I want to make it clear, it's never a personal attack on any individual person unless they dig their heels in. And if someone goes, oh, all games have microtransactions now, and I go, actually, no, they don't. It's fine to not like microtransactions, but it's a bad faith argument to say all games have microtransactions. And then, and so it goes, no, they do, and then I'm like, okay, then, then we have a problem. Then it's personal. It's a legit valuable habit to break. It's also a way of thinking that you can use to harm yourself and make the world seem worse. Yes. Never personally typed. I didn't even realize I typed out a generalization. No, and that's why I think, Jumbo, I've genuinely valued you being part of this community, because you do get it. And whenever a generalization like that comes out, it's usually like, oh, I had no idea I was coming across like that. What I actually mean is, I don't like in this sentence. Like, I don't like this example of this game specifically. And you're very good at going, right, to better articulate myself, this is what I mean. And I always appreciate that you do that. Maybe putting him into retaliation that he will die soon because he gets testosterone and needles. And saying he has even less IQ than his falling off heads. It's not the best move on your part, but it was good. See, that's the Reddit that's a very like Reddit like, yeah, tell him he's a cunt. Tell him he's an absolute bellend. And the people who are saying that don't have to deal with that person every day of the week. I love that shit. That's so funny. Been there, done that. I hope, like, when I say like someone's Mr. Worldwide, when I say like someone's like out of outline or something like that, and like I have to like nip something, I do hope that people are like, God, EB is a piece of shit, isn't he? I always try and do it from a place of like, I understand where you're coming from, but the way it reads it can be a problem.
Emotional damage.
Only a little bit of emotional damage. Reddit's advice for Coney: divorce. Oh my god, it always is. It's like, my husband ate my chocolate bar, and he knew it was my chocolate bar. Am I overreacting for asking him to buy me a replacement chocolate bar? And it was like, oh my god, he's disrespecting you. You should absolutely divorce him. And it's like, no. Communicate with your partner. For the love of God. Please, talk to your spouse. I'm sorry, I'm team divorce. I knew you would be. I knew you would be. Divorce through TikTok comments? Yeah. Oh, my wife was late home one night, and when I asked her where she was, she got real cagey. It's also my birthday next week. And it's like, oh, she's clearly cheating on you. Divorce her! Throw her in the river! Like, thanks, Reddit.
He needs some milk.
If you're unhappy, just do divorce. We don't fix things here. Fuck that. Yeah, don't work on your problems. Just divorce. Incredible, incredible advice. Truly, truly. I feel like a lot of Redditors are either unhappy or have bad relationships, or they're 16 and have never been married before. You know, like, we often forget, and I've seen comments of, like, sometimes people just go like, Jesus Christ, I forgot that Reddit also has, like, teenagers on it. So people are like, oh, how do I navigate my divorce, my spouse of 30 years has asked for a divorce, we have kids in the mix, how do I navigate this? Like, or like, we work at the same company and things like this, like, how do I navigate this? And like, the people giving advice are 12. And it's like, 12-year-olds are fine to be on the internet. I don't got a problem with that. But when you're asking for advice from the general populace of Reddit, the general populace of Reddit is very varied in life experiences. And you'll get people going like, I think, I've never been married, but how you should manage your marriage is X, Y, and Z. Is like, okay, we shouldn't listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. It's like, priest? Well, like, Father, how should I manage my marriage? Well, I took on a vow of celibacy and live in an empty church for my entire life. I know how to run a marriage. Exactly. Ready to give me allodaxophobia? Fear of other people's opinions? I mean, I wouldn't blink if it did, honestly. I truly wouldn't blink if it did. Right, how do we get to the thing? Is this a skit? I think so. I think it could be. But it's very much like... I don't know how people work, but let me tell you how people work. It's like, buddy. Buddy, maybe don't. Alright, we got all the items. Cool. But yeah, I think Reddit can be a very special place if you know what it is. If you don't know what Reddit is and what Reddit's about, you could really like have the worst time. Just truly the worst time. You can fall down into like the wrong subreddit that's just the worst shit. But some subreddits are actually like genuinely really fun. The crystal, it's shattered. I was actually surprised. The Gunpla subreddit is actually really good. The Gunpla subreddit is actually really fun and encouraging. There's a lot of very new people to the hobby, like going, "It's my first build," and it was like, "You're doing so good. Do you want advice?" And whenever someone's like, "I would like to know how to get better," like, "Cool. Here's like a couple of videos. Here's a couple of bullet points. Do this and this. Like, have fun on your next build." And it's like, that's fucking cool. That's what it should be. And then there's others where it's like, "Hey, I might buy this video game," and everyone's like, "If you buy that, you're not like you're Hitler." And it's like, cool. Understood. You get the notification? Gab, we're waiting for you. Ignore gaming. Oh, gaming subreddits are the fucking worst. They're just fucking vile.
Nice shot!
The body language stuff is the worst. There was a subreddit called Emotional Intelligence, and it was all gender war stuff. Oh, that sounds like the kind of subreddit that started off with good intentions and just got infested. It's you really need. I think this is what a lot of subreddits didn't learn and are now paying the price for it. Is that you need a good team of people like mods to really navigate and trim the fat on a community in good, healthy ways. Like, the role of community manager cannot be understated in its importance. You see that really garbage crafting Reddit debacle where someone got banned for posting about a ring they'd recreated from a Viking grave 1,000 years ago because it said Allah on it, which really? Oh my god. That's embarrassing for the subreddit. To have that be removed just because it's Allah. We really game to Reddit seeing misogyny, and then I'm like, wait, am I in the right subreddit? Right? Yo, Jupri, welcome, buddy. Dark Souls subreddits are bad. Yup. And yeah, where do I go in this situation? Oh, just be better. I'm like, that doesn't help me. The bans began spreading as other people tried to call it out, and it's just awful. That's so sad when that happens, because like that's a mod or a mod team that have no self-awareness. or they find it's impossible to go, oh, sorry, we were overzealous. We can undo that. A crochet subreddit bans women if they have large boobs, even if they're fully covered. Fucking... That's embarrassing for that subreddit. That's exhausting to have to deal with. Sounds like your parents. Mm-hmm. They're out there. They're out there. No, I couldn't be the one that's wrong. The world is wrong. Maybe they run this subreddit? Honestly, I'd love admitting that I'm wrong. I love, because it means that, usually it means that I can learn something and then in future I can not make the same mistake again. Imagine being wrong and then going, no, I'm going to dedicate myself to making that same mistake again and again and again. And it's like, that's exhausting to live like that. You ever noticed, like narcissists and, like, small-minded idiots always look tired? They always look 20 years older than they actually are. It ages you. It really does. Me on UK subreddits, shut the fuck about flags already. Please, I love the flag. Oh my god, Vexology is a great subreddit. But yeah, there's a bunch of like UK subreddits that are just... It's so obvious they're all full of like bots going like... It's all rah-rah immigration. And it's like, oh, that account is 10 minutes old. And it's like, this is the most exhausting shit in the world. Like, I would love to get some news and check in with like how people are feeling in the UK, but when it's just repetitive post after post after post of like, what about immigrants? I'm not sure about brown people. It's like, this is not what it's about, man. Like, this ain't it. like we are a melting pot country and it's the best thing about us. Like, like the best thing about the UK is that it is a true melting pot country. And it's so good for that. It's the best thing about us. A trick is just to follow hentai subs. I think probably you're right, Gab, to be honest. I think you're right. Or trophy help. I don't browse Reddit for trophy help very often, to be honest. If I find a trophy help Reddit post, it's usually because I'm googling it. I'm googling an issue I have. Enjoy Vexology, Circle Jerk, and World Jerking. Honestly, if it ever says like Circle Jerk or like any jerking subreddit, there is a much higher chance I'll vibe with that community way more. Like Marvel and comics Circle Jerk can be really good fun. Most of the time. It's when people forget the Circle Jerk side and just start shitposting or being an asshole, and then it's on the mods to go, remember the irony. It's always very important that stage. Facebook feed is all hilarious reposts of counters to the flag thing that are like weird, gross content farm bandwagon things, so I can't even enjoy that. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think it's always been multicultural. It's literally a union of different people and cultures. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And also, like, we had an empire and now a commonwealth, and it's like you don't get to have those things without the movement of people. Like, you don't get to be an isolationist island and be part of a commonwealth and be part of historically the European Union. And like you don't get those things. It's not like they are incompatible. Because you got a gamer and can't compare myself. Fucking scrubber. Also through Google, never go through it. Yeah. I remember we started circle jerking in Mars. That was a great time. I heard the jerk is still there. I like world jerking because it calls out the worst parts of tropes, like making fun of racism and slavery. I like making fun of racists. Actually, Mars is the place where we met. Yeah. Mars will always hold a special place. Dude, I feel like Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered Edition has not been on sale for years at this point. Like, I've had it on my wish list for a long time now, and I've not seen it on sale for a long time. Like, ever. So, Gab, Coney, and I, we met through playing Red Faction Guerrilla, doing like all the multiplayer grinding, and like we've been chatting daily since, basically. So Mars is where we met because Red Faction is set on Mars. Devotion, the essence of water. The EBO, right? Mods is surround backwards, which in Polish it means a shitting in a bad way. I love the phrasing of shitting in a bad way. There's good shitting, and then there's bad shitting.
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit.
Oh, that's proper tickle me that has. There's pooping and shitting. It's not the same. No, I've had my fair share of like I've had a variety of shit experiences in my life, of like pooping experiences. I've defecated. Let it be known. EB shits. Don't worry. I've spent my time doing number twos. I can tell a good poo from a bad poo, don't get me wrong. I've lived a life. I've been around the block, shitting my pants. It's like, I'm going for a shit, brackets, good time. I'm going for a shit, brackets, bad time. What was that? What's happening? Feels warm. Am I pooping? As Tolostoy said, all good shits are alike. Every unhappy shit is unhappy in its own way. Nah, a good poo can set you up for a good day. You have a good poo, and it's like, yeah, I feel good after that. I feel slimmer. I feel like I could jump higher. Like, I think today's gonna be a winner of a day. Oh, if you had like a bad shit, like you come out, you're all sweaty, you feel greasy, like you feel like your knees are shaking, and it's like today's gonna be terrible. That was an awful shit. Good, yeah. You have a bad shit that can ruin your day, especially if it's not on the toilet. I think any shit that you have that's not on the toilet is by default bad shit. Are these crystals essences? Nah. Oh, is the king still alive? Nope. That looks like a spirit boy. Father! Listen, and listen well. You're the chosen four, the warriors of light, bearers of the four crystal essences. Father, what do you mean? Oh, you're sorry? Oh no. I'll have to press it. What am I even saying in this? Oh no. Oh no, no. People are gonna see that when they get when I raid in and give me a shout out and a clip plays, they're gonna see that. Lee, what's good, baby boy? How are you doing today, man? Are we well? How was the rest of the stream last night? Was it a good time? What was it you were streaming again? I can't remember. Was it Viewfinder? No, Stanley Parable. I knew it was a first-person indie game that I've been meaning to play for about 5,000 years. How was the rest of Stanley Parable? I know you did. I think there were 2 stands on your screen. How many stands have you got now? I think adding. Bio just came and clipped that and left. I know. Bio hates me, man. We ended on 9? Hell yeah. How many endings are you gonna get, you know? How many endings are that you get? I need to... Maybe I'll do like a short indie, like, games I should have played months ago. Or like years ago stream. So I'll play things like Viewfinder and Stanley Parable and stuff like that.
That spiritual pressure.
Yo, Game Cave. Oh, is it one of those days today? I'm gonna get as many as I can until I actually look them done. That's entirely fair. Hates Lee in the most personal way, and it's a delight to see him unravel. any game that makes Lee unravel, I'm a fan of. Slightly tilted Lee is one of my favorite Lees. I'm sorry. So have you found today? It's amazing. It's really cool. Chugging poison. I wanted to kick the diesel engine. Just straight poison. Hell yeah. So we're saving the crystals. Let's get out of this cutscene. Because God, we've been here for a while. King Tycoon is very, very patient for this. Pretty when you're mad. Extra pretty when you're mad. That's what it is. Ultimate form, some might say. The other 3 crystals are in danger as well. You 4 must protect them. An evil presence is awakening, one that wishes to return everything to darkness. Stop us if you've heard this before. Father! No, well, go forth, warriors of light, and save the crystals. Wait, no, Father! Well, it's been that then. I wouldn't trust you to save the world, because they'll be talking about everything before saving the world. Yeah. Hey, you missed the bomb countdown? It went off. I'm like, oh, we were talking about pooping. What are these? Guess they're pieces of the crystal. There are crystal fragments, and stored within the power of warriors of legend. Knight, monk, blue mage, thief, black mage, white mage. Wait, we get monk and blue mage off the get-go? The crystal, it's lending us its power. I think it's time we got out of here. Right you are. There should be a warp panel behind the altar that will take us outside. Evie claims not like bananas, yet it dyes his hair the same color as bananas. Wow, okay, so first off, I haven't dyed this, I have bleached this. Get it right if you're gonna start talking shit at me. I'll have you know this is way more coppery than a banana ever is. There's way more orange in there than bananas would have. Shall we be a monk? Kick, sure. Let's make Lena a... Oh, I like the buns. They're cute. Enjoy your coppery banana. Ayo. Sir, hello. Can I get that in writing? Is that a legally binding document? Let's go for... It's very archetypal to make the princess the white mage, so let's make her the black mage. Galuf, blue mage. And Faris, you can be... white mage. So it doesn't change our abilities, or our sprite on the overworld. That's a shame. Where's the thief? Because capitalism? I think so, actually. You might be right. It's only 1 month from today. You'll be married. Can't wait. Hell yeah, dude. Honestly, I gotta say, so far, having been married like a year and a half myself, fucking nothing changed. Fucking nothing changed. Congrats on my marriage? No, it should be commiserations to Bam, I think. my long-suffering partner. I don't want an explanation. Kidding me? I love Boku though. Boku's a real sweetheart. You should be the special wedding garbage can. Yeah, I got married next to a bin. Commiseration for my partner. That is appropriate. That is appropriate and how it should be. Actually, we need to go fight some black goblins for a special blue mage move. Yo, Toon, what's good, buddy? As of X2 trainers, well, dude, we are pretty close to like end game in pretty close to end game in 10-2, and then we've just started 5 today. Divided by 2. Go to you. Go to you. Defend. Maybe you can attack. No, stop it! That's not what we wanted at all. Forever relationship? Wait, relationship? My heart has the runs for you. Wait, does the defend Blue Magic hasn't learned it yet. Try in and out. No, we didn't really go to many like burger places. Weirdly enough, we didn't do a lot of like fast food joints. You know, we did like a lot of like honestly a lot of people watching. A lot of like we did no gambling. Alright, so he must have learned it because he literally got Goblin Punched. He learned Goblin Punch. There we go. There was a great like gardens that we went to. There was all like desert plants. So it was like a lot of stuff that we would never see in the UK. It was very, very cool. There's tons and tons and tons to do out there. When on the street, you'd be watching me. Oh, fully. Fully. But like, is that Chomper? Should I say hi? To the biggest gamble of life, marriage? I mean, I guess. It didn't feel like, didn't feel like a gamble, to be honest. I think it's especially because, like, the way that, like, we decided to get married was, like, we'd talked about marriage before, and we were like, whatever. Like, the biggest reason for, like, us getting married was, basically for, like, medical rights. So, like, if I'm ever, like, unable to make medical decisions for myself, Bam is now in a position to do that for me, and vice versa. So, like, we're not then related to, like, next of kins and stuff like that, where we start going further afield of, like, who gets to make these decisions. That's the biggest one, really. And then fully, like, I came home one day from, like, I can't remember if I was at work or like at a D&D game or something, but I came home and Bam was on the sofa and like it was like a month away from going to Vegas. Like literally Vegas was a month away. And it was like, should we just do it? I was like, yeah, all right. And like that was it. So like that, like technically we were engaged for like a month, but there's never an engagement ring, there's never an engagement party or a formal like announcement or anything. Like, and then we found this guy Raul who would do non-religious ceremonies anywhere, basically. Basically did guerrilla weddings or guerrilla marriages. And then we didn't tell anyone that we were married until we got home. And like the only people that invited were my parents, because we went to Vegas for my parents' 60th. And I was like, okay, my mum would actually, my mum is more traditional than I am. And I think my mum would have been very upset, genuinely upset, if she wasn't included at all. So my mum and dad were there. We called Bam's dad, but he was in England and didn't pick up. He thought it was like a few hours away. So we called him, but he wasn't on the phone, so he wasn't there. My sister and her partner that were on the trip as well were not included. And all in all, it was like 45 minutes. Big thing online was when I was about to present something in front of the class. I had to fart, but the tummy was hurt. Instead of farting, I shot myself. That's a big gamble. As someone who has shot myself in my adult life, that is a sizable gamble. Or so you say. None of us were invited? Yeah, we got fucking... It was an absolute rager, and no one was invited. But yeah, we set up in like this this container park. Like it's very like an artsy like little marketplace. And we invited my parents out for a birthday lunch. So something for me and Bam to just have my parents by themselves for lunch, because we were doing everything as like a unit of 6. So me and Bam, my mum and dad, then my sister and her partner, and then like just like getting like some one-on-one time with my parents, and my sister and her partner were going to do the same thing later on. And that's when we sort of sprung on them. It's like, hey, we will buy you lunch after this, but also we're getting married. My mum's reaction was, oh my god! What? I'm wearing a t-shirt! I think was her exact response. My mum was very, very upset that she felt very underdressed. We're just doing this alone, meaning that they're just the 2 of us. Makes sense. Meaning the law. Yeah. Does 2 parties? No, we didn't do any parties or anything. Never had any like celebration. We got married. It was like midday, and that was 45 minutes. When that was done, we then went for lunch. I did buy my parents lunch. And then we met up with my sister and a partner again. Let them know. And then, like, that was it. We didn't text or tell anyone until we got home. And the IRL friend group chat, we just sent a picture of us like, hey, we got married. We went and did the thing. And that was about it. That was literally it. Like, I never wanted a big marriage ceremony. I hate being in the spotlight like that. I fucking detest it. It's a lot of pomp and circumstance that I'm not invested in. It's a lot of money I don't want to spend. The drama and the family politics of who gets invited and where people sit, fuck that. So this was the ideal way for us. And honestly, it was great. I think it set the tone for the marriage very quickly. There were a couple of family members once word got out that texted me and were like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" It was like, and I was like, "It's fine. It's done. Nothing really has changed." Like, Bam and I had already been living together for like 6 years beforehand, so like nothing changed. We still don't have joint finances. I don't think we ever will have joint finances. Like, that's like it. Marriage sounds very stressful. I think getting married is stressful. Just being married shouldn't be any more stressful than when you weren't married in that relationship. The idea of we're married now, our relationship needs to change, I think is very problematic. Like, you should be happy and content with your partner before marriage. And marriage is just like a nice little like stamp, and that's it. Then weddings. Oh, okay, yeah, weddings. Yes, dude. I don't know anyone has been like I don't know if anyone is into marriage, like in terms of like, what am I doing here? I think anyone should be it shouldn't change anything in your relationship. Marriage is like formal solicitation for you, like in law. Like, yeah, like that's all it is. It was very weird because we had to go to the county clerk's office and like go to like we went to like this thing, and this woman behind this glass was like, it's like going to like the post office. It was like, okay, here's the things. Now hand on your heart, hand up. I solemnly swear on like the flag and shit like that, like that we're doing this for good reasons or some bullshit. And it's like, this means nothing. It was very much like, go pledge allegiance to the flag, which is a very American thing. It's very foreign. Like, the idea of that is very foreign to us. Of like, we don't like swear on the flag or anything like that here. We don't like go like, I will do well by the country by my actions today. It's like, what? It was very strange to get like a marriage license. A few women are like, I can change him, and a few men are like, I can fix it. And I'm just like, people who act something like that shouldn't get into relationships. Oh no, they should be in therapy forever. Like, no, that's not good. Hello. Oh, people who think that marriage will fix their partner.
If they die, yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good idea to get married with either. Yeah. We won't say that. We won't show that side.
No. There's nothing on that side.
We did get a travel tag for getting married in Vegas. So the best thing about marriage is actually the merch. Turns out.
Yeah, weirdly. So this doesn't have our address on it, which is good.
No, just legal names and shit.
It just says champion. That's
Yeah.
But I thought they'd like this certificate.
So yeah. So Coney, you'll like this in particular. This is our marriage license with showgirls on it. Because Vegas is like a parody of itself. With like, there's nothing serious about Vegas.
We have boring pink certificate as well, which is
Yeah.
proper legal.
Yeah, we got like a proper legal one, but that's like a showy one that's...
Yeah.
Is it valid or not? I can't remember.
No, it says this is an uncertified copy.
That's uncertain. Okay, so that's just, again, merch.
It's basically... Well, it's weird because they're like, to buy the license, get some stickers and a travel tag and a ridiculous certificate. You can choose what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, alright then, but why? Like, charge me less?
Yeah, right. It's like, yeah, it's... The Vegas marriage is so aggressively commercialized that it's kind of funny and intriguing.
Well, that's why we did it.
That's exactly why we did it.
Like, I always said, like, I wouldn't care about marriage, but I would do it in Vegas.
Gav says hola, and Connie says hi.
Hi!
See, BAM does exist. Not a shared hallucination, I swear.
We do have stickers that, like bumper stickers that say, I got married in Las Vegas 2024.
Yes.
I don't know where they are, I can't find them.
I know. So, actually, Coney, I'll be interested to see what marriage license you're able to get, because they change them every year.
Is he getting married in Vegas?
Mhm.
Hell yeah! Don't forget that my colleague at work got married in Las Vegas in 2006 by
Yes.
Elvis.
So
we're building a small...
he's got to find a wedding bin, because we got married next to a bin.
Yes, I was going to say we got married next week. We also have to wear yellow.
You have to wear yellow. One of you does.
And the other one has to wear pink. So
Yeah, one of you-
depends on how fragile your masculinity is.
One of you has to wear pink, one has to wear yellow. And then it's the true Adam and Bam wedding experience. Or does it even count as a wedding, or is it just marriage? Is a wedding like the event of a wedding?
I'm trying to see. Lawful wedlock wedding.
So even though it was like the smallest thing that we could do, it technically counts as a wedding.
Yeah, the ceremony is a wedding and people are married.
Right. So a
Because this
wedding
says
is the act of
join-
getting married.
Yeah, this is joint in lawful wedlock.
Okay.
So that's obviously.
So we did have a wedding next to a bin.
Yeah, absolutely. While your mum was crying, I was wearing neon yellow.
Yeah. And my
In
mum.
honour of my mother, who also wore neon yellow at the wedding. Did you explain that that's kind of the other reason why I want to do a wedding like that?
I didn't know, but yeah, Bam's parents also had a very, very small, basically runaway wedding. And your mum wore a bright yellow suit.
Yeah, she looked like a mask.
But your dad didn't wear any pink, did he?
Yeah, quite. It was a light red type.
Slacker.
Slacker.
Light red. That's pink.
Not quite. Wasn't quite. I wish it had been. But yeah, that was one of the reasons, because everyone I know has a big wedding. I swear they're never happy.
Yeah, I feel like the bigger the wedding, the more unhappy people can be.
I got things to spend money on.
Like the dog.
Like the dog.
We'll spend thousands on the dog.
Food, or clothes, or Gundam.
Food, clothes, Gundam, and the dog.
And the dog.
That's all. That's all like your base needs.
Yeah,
Nice shot!
That was Chomper. I got that one.
shot.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, they're on it.
Well, they do get it sometimes.
I think chat's pretty good at getting the barrel, to be honest.
Fair.
In true like suspected ADHD fashion, I don't see the barrel anymore. Like it pops up on the screen like halfway up the screen, and I don't see it.
I see now I'm hyper focused on it because I'm
Yeah, you'll see it.
Barrels all the time.
It's barrels all the way down.
I was playing Dragon Age, but I was distracted by you going, "Wedding in Vegas!" For some reason it was loud, so I heard it for everything.
Like, oh, better check that he's not talking shit.
Yeah, basically I was just like, what's he talking about?
What is he doing?
What's he doing?
Only good things.
That's what I was hoping.
Only good things to say, to be honest.
I was the one that went, hey, you want to get married in Vegas? And you went for 2 weeks. Yeah, alright.
It was. I went all right, and then for 2 weeks I was like, I said yes first.
Oh yeah, I suppose I proposed,
Yeah, technically you proposed.
but I'm not buying this, so there's no value.
You technically went. Jumper says, Mike, you got his commiserations.
Thank you so much. It means so much.
Because we all know I'm.
What did I actually ask? Because I think I said, should we just get married in Vegas?
Yeah, I think he was like, should we just do it?
Because I've always said, like, I'm not interested in marriage unless it's in Vegas.
Because I think you'd already found Raoul.
No, I hadn't at that
Did you not?
No, when I asked it, because I'm not going to look it up unless I know the direction I want to go. I looked it up after that.
Like immediately
Yes.
after.
No, I was just like, I want to check like laws for like gay marriage and
Yeah.
women's rights and humanist weddings in the US before we actually like settled. I did ask her first.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my god.
We might as well.
We could. The only person that nearly caught me out there,
Yeah.
the only obviously my boss did. She that level, like, and I was like,
You got the stinker marriage about you. You're getting married soon, aren't you?
yeah, she was just
Shit.
Like, no, she did it. She was eating a pie. We were in a very expensive restaurant, Johnny Depp like goes to. And we were eating pie. And she said to me, "You're gonna get married, please, aren't you?" And I just went, just let out the squeak. And I was like, that gave it away, didn't it? She was like, no.
The squeak of guilt.
I literally went, and then when I came back to work, I had a banner across my desk that said happy engagement, and then she scribbled out engagement and put wedding. And I was like, this is fucking perfect. And then they had a gay pride like banner across it as well.
Brilliant.
And balloons and stuff.
I was like, I think
Ridiculous. Apparently Sam saw it, bio,
yeah.
saw it, was like, what? Because he'd forgotten or something, but apparently he looked confused. And he was like, oh no, they did tell him, right? So he even went and talked to Jane like, you did that after they told all their mates, right?
If it was before we got married, then no.
What?
If they put that out before we got married, then Bio would
No,
know.
she waited until I'd said everybody knows.
Okay,
She'd waited.
that's all right then.
Fine.
That's
No,
good.
apparently Sam, what it was I asked Bio about it afterwards, and he was like, I was just a bit worried that that wasn't what you wanted, and that it was going to be like overkill. I was like, it's fine, Jane figured it out before everyone else.
That's fair.
I said, she's taking the mickey out of me, it's alright. He was like, oh, that's alright. No, he was like just a bit worried that they were going to make a thing out of something we tried to make small.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's right. So he was just looking at it.
Yeah, that's all right.
That represented like
He's a good boy. He is. I can't remember, I don't know if he's still in the chat. He might be. Ah, nothing.
I've paused a mission on the Dragon Age, and I don't know if I can get back to it.
No?
My brain's done.
You done for the
My brain.
day? It's alright, I'm pretty done as well, to be honest.
It's in a cutscene.
you can watch a cutscene, it's free content.
It's not when your brain's not working. 6 hours.
That's true, the advance is wearing off, so you're about to crash.
I already crashed it, yeah.
Fair enough. Alright.
Bye.
See you later. Love ya!
Love you. Bye.
I think it's the most that you guys have seen or heard about, I think. But yeah, they are real. The stories I do tell are slightly exaggerated. They put me in a slightly better light, but they're base true. Roughly. Ready. I'm gonna get out of here. I reckons is. And the play button still isn't working. Right. Who are we gonna go say hi to? Who do we go say hi to? Yo, Luminous! Welcome, buddy! How are you doing today? You caught us just at the end. Alright, you too, Chomper. Let's go see... Let's go see... God, I have no idea. I got no clue. Is someone playing Silk Song? Nah, no one's playing Silk Song. No one's playing Silksong. No one. That's a fake game. A fake game doesn't exist. Fake game doesn't exist at all. Actually, it's a government psyop. Let's go see someone that we don't see very often, shall we? I reckon. Let's go all the way down there. I reckon. Should we see Amber playing some Outer Wilds? It's another game I need to play. Are you really beat to sign up? Actually, in the part you got was great. Hey, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow with Final Fantasy 10 too. Just leapfrogging from different eras of Final Fantasy. I don't know how much we'll get done tomorrow, but like I'm keen to just hang out and like fart through as much as possible. Give you that shirt, wrestle it off my hot, sweaty body, Gab. Right, let's go say hi to Amber. Amber's wonderful. They are playing some Outer Wilds. If you know Amber, get ready. They're very, very fun. Very, very chill. Very, very. They're just a good egg, smart bean. Did the raid thing happen? It didn't happen. There we go. Right. I'll see you tomorrow. If I don't, and you're gonna miss out. I'm so sorry about it. 95 and 10 too, right? All of them. You tell me, I'll grab it off Gab. I just keep playing Keeper with my clothes. I feel like I've been through this before at school. Right, gang. I'll see you all later. Loves you. Bye.